He's known as King Ryan. He's Ryan Garcia. He is Gervonta Tank Davis.
No, don't take, guys.
They good. They good.
Keep your hands to yourself.
They good. Yeah. They good. They good. They good. Leave them alone. They good.
This is what you have April 22nd, T-Mobile Arena. 2 unbeaten stars. Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis. The winner takes their crown as one of the pound-for-pound best in the sport of boxing.
What we want.
Calvin.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, fellas.
All right, gentlemen. Okay, gentlemen.
Take your seat.
Let's get it, y'all.
Take your seat. Give them a round of applause.
Y'all, give it up. We bring it back.
Enjoyed this fight. This fight reminds me of the 80s, also the early 90s. I come from a big city called Philadelphia, right? It's what we do, and it's what we like. And then around the world, the fans have been craving it. Thanks to Tank, thanks to Ryan, for the fans and myself, for making this fight happen. Because without y'all, I wouldn't be here, and it wouldn't be a fight. So enjoy the fight. Tell all your friends, even the ones you don't like, to watch this fight. Thank you.
Something that no other promoter in the world can say and talk about, and that is legacy. Okay? This is where legacy starts for both fighters. Both fighters are fighting somebody who's undefeated, somebody who's been a champion, somebody who's at the peak of their career. This is a whole new level. This is a whole new experience coming out to that ring. Bright lights, Las Vegas, but fighting somebody undefeated who has your skill level, who has your will and determination. This is what boxing is all about. I understand it. I've been through it. Hopkins has been through it. So I want to say thank you, Tank Davis, for wanting this fight, for making this fight. But I want to thank Ryan Garcia for wanting this fight for years. This is what it's all about. Boxing is alive. And the winner will be the face of the sport. So may the best man win. But thank you very much to the fighters, because the fans are going to win. Thank you.
April 22nd, this is a must-see event. If the fans can't be in attendance, be sure to tune in, because from round one, I will guarantee you it will be nothing but fireworks, and this fight will definitely end in a knockout. Thank you.
And these are the types of days, and these are the types of events that remind us all why we got into this sport and why we are fans of this sport. And I guarantee you, with all the experience and all the events all these guys have been through, including myself, each one of us has got goosebumps right now, because of the energy and the adrenaline on nights like this is something that only boxing can provide. So,
Nice.
all right, good to see you.
I told you.
Look, these are great guys. Look, I mean, Ryan and Tank, they're going to have it out on the 22nd, no doubt. They're going to have a few words at these press conferences, and that's nothing unusual. But what is unusual is the talent of these guys. I mean, you've got, and I've said it to Ryan before, I've trained a lot of guys over the decades. He is probably one of the most unique individuals I've ever trained in many, many ways. And I'm sure Calvin can say the same thing for Gervonta. You know, he's a special fighter. But I've also got one right here. He's probably one of the most dynamic guys I've ever worked with. in terms of speed, power, ring IQ, determination, courage. This is going to be a great fight. I think, both camps realize that these guys are at the top of their game, and they're going to put on a great show for the fans. And I said it yesterday. I don't do every pay-per-view. I don't buy every pay-per-view. But if I were not happen to be luckily enough in the corner for this fight, I would be pay-per-viewing this fight for sure. That's how great it's going to be.
LA, what's going on? Had to change my swag up with these guys. Goodness gracious, want to keep up with these youngins, boy. I don't know. Alexander. Thank you. Hey, you can't write this, man. I'll go back on something that Floyd said, man, on national TV. Is Gervonta is the face of boxing? He said, absolutely right. That's it, y'all. Can't write this, man. Can't write this. We got two of the best, young, going at it, undefeated. Y'all got to get this fight right here. You got to be in front of the screen or there. Because they're going to put on the show. I know my little man. I know what he going to do. It's all about the fans with him. He don't care about his performance. I told him this got to be the best performance I ever seen. And y'all haven't seen the best of Gervonta Tank Davis yet. Is you willing to bring that out of him? You see him, y'all. He came right for the party. Look how he talked, man.
But it works both ways, Cal.
No, it does. That's what I'm saying. He made it happen.
Right, exactly.
These guys are showing how boxing's supposed to be. Y'all keep saying boxing is dead. Nah, the youngins are coming. And this is the start right here. Y'all look good doing it.
The Bush Guy.
Huge event. As you can see, it's the biggest fight of the year, probably in the next 3 years, 4 years. But it's such a big event, but I know I'm coming out on top. It's one moment, it's one thing to get to the moment, it's another to conquer the moment. So I'm not just happy that we're here. I made it happen, but now I'm focused on winning. I don't care about just making it a big fight. It's great that it's a huge fight, but I'm here to win. And I promise you, I got the heart, I got determination you've never seen before. You like to fight guys that don't hit hard, but guess what? I do hit hard. And when I hit you with that left hook,
What else?
yeah, what else? You're gonna see watch. When I hit you with it, you're gonna be like, what? You're on the floor.
What else?
Sleep.
What else?
Good night.
What else?
Exactly. What else? Then you're gonna wake up in the hospital. What else? I'm awake now. What else? You're gonna wake up.
You only have
Then when you wake up, then what?
Complete fighter.
And when you get slept, all right, you're gonna see in the ring.
You're not a complete
You're gonna
fighter.
see in the ring.
You don't got no footwork.
Okay.
You don't got no IQ.
Okay.
You don't got nothing, bro.
Oh, thank you. You gave me everything. You gave me. Listen to your coach. You're giving me everything, there. I know what I gotta work on now. Good one. You're so smart, man. When you get up here, you better finish those sentences when you get up here. I need to hear something.
That's all.
All right, we're gonna be ready to do it.
You said
I've been called out. You know I've been calling him out for a while. I see a lot of things I could knock you out with.
What else but a hook?
Okay, so when you get hit with the right hand, then what?
The right hand ain't shit.
Okay, we're gonna see.
The right hand ain't shit.
Okay, cool. And you couldn't knock out Cruz, who was what?
Listen,
smaller than small. You couldn't do a lot of things.
You only got a left.
You couldn't do. You were losing to Barrios. Were you not? Were you not losing to Barrios? Were you not? Okay. So it was. You see how I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. So why'd you weight drain me? So why'd you weight drain me? So why'd you weight drain me? What? So why'd you fight at 140? I'm small. Look, I'm little. I got a little friend. Hey, you gonna?
You got heels on.
I got heels on. Okay, and you had a purse on yesterday. Shut up. Okay, come on now. Yeah, you got one on now. Come on, man. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna knock him out, and that's it. We'll see you April 22nd.
This guy keep talking about he gonna hit me with a hook. He don't have nothing else but a hook. What else you gonna hit me with? What else? What else? That's all he has. It's a hook. He's not a complete fighter. He's not. And that's why when come April the 22nd, I'm gonna walk you to the deep waters and I'm gonna drown you. They're gonna have to pick you up.
Bernard, Oscar, and Joe Goose are gonna have to pick him up, and I promise you that. I promise. And that's it from me.
When people write about this fight, one of the things they said is, how is Ryan Garcia going to keep Gervonta Davis off of him? Can you expound to us on that?
I mean, he's going to try to walk me down like he was saying yesterday, but when he feels shots like this, he's not going to want to do that. And when I hit him to the body and take a lot of that, aggression out of him, he can't do that the whole fight. I mean, he could try, but once he starts getting touched to that body, it's going to be different. I mean, I got a lot of ways to stop him. I mean, he gets hit a lot. You see Leo Santa Cruz was putting so many hands on him.
And what happened to Leo Santa Cruz?
Yeah, great. He found the shot. Sleep. That's why you're a great fighter.
He probably still sleep. And you right behind him.
All right, that's funny.
And that's the fact.
That's funny. But, like I said, I got a lot of things to stop him.
Big-ass pants on. Do that.
Oh my! Don't even talk about style. I don't even know what you were wearing yesterday. You look like you fell through a rainbow. Like, just stop, man. You look like you danced with a unicorn. Just stop, man. You woke up in the 2001's vintage store. Just stop right now, please.
Getting Brian get caught by Luke Hamill. Do I hit harder than Luke Hamill? Do I hit way harder than Luke Hamill? Yes or no, Ryan?
Okay.
Huh?
You don't even understand. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. How tall was Luke Campbell? You ever think about that? How tall are you?
Bro, you're not even that tall.
Man. That's a different range
thing,
shot.
I thought it was a great shot. I thought you was way taller than that.
That's great. Is that what you were scared of?
Nah,
Are you scared of height? Like, come on, man. If that was what you were scared of, man, that was okay.
Barrio was way taller than him.
I mean, I'm not here to lie. He's ready to fight. I can see that. He wants to bring it. It's not. I mean, he doesn't look scared. I mean, he's just ready to fight. I am too, though. I know he feels that. We're both got fire in our eyes.
Look further.
Yo, what is going on? Everybody in the channel, subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash that like button. So this was the press conference part 2. Everybody saw what happened in New York and now they took it to Los Angeles. And I say the man that now shit's getting heated up. Now it was spicy. Today's press conference was better than yesterday's press conference. And they went at it a little bit more. There was a bit of disrespect from the start in this press conference. And you saw Ryan and Tank Davis going at each other. They started putting fingers on each other's, close to each other's faces. Tank Davis put his fist up. Ryan Garcia put his fist up. Tank Davis moved his fist. And then Tank Davis tried to take a little shot. Like he tried to play with Tank Davis. I mean, Tank Davis tried to, just touch Ryan on the face. But Ryan kind of moved back. But it was getting heated up. And I will say this, though. Tank Davis was trying to bully Ryan on the stage. Tank Davis was trying to bully Ryan Garcia a little bit on the stage. He was trying to put his hands on him. But, Ryan stood up for himself. I didn't like the way Tank Davis tried to take a little shot at Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And then when Ryan put his fist up to Tank Davis, Tank moved Ryan Garcia's fist and moved his hand. But when Tank put his fist up to Ryan, Ryan should have moved his hand. Ryan should have grabbed Tank Davis's hand. I say Ryan Garcia should have pushed Tank Davis for getting so close in his face. But it is what it is. Yeah, Tank Davis trying to bully Ryan a little bit, you know what I mean? But he didn't really get away from bullying him, Tank Davis wants to be the bully. And he don't like it that Ryan Garcia's up for this fight. Ryan Garcia was firing shots at Tank Davis in his face. But Tank was getting a bit heated up. Tank was getting a little bit angry this time. Tank Davis got a little bit angry today, didn't he? A little bit. You saw Tank Davis getting out of his skin a little bit. You know what I mean? Tank Davis promised the boxing world. He said, I'm going to knock it out. Remember my words. Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya, and Joe Goosen will be picking Ryan Garcia up from the floor. Tank Davis has vouched to knock out Ryan Garcia and put him to sleep. But Ryan Garcia said, Tank Davis has never felt the power like me. He has never felt a left hook like mine. Wait till Tank Davis faces my power. Wait till Tank Davis faces my power. This is the first time Tank Davis is going to face a man with power like Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia promised that if I start giving check left hooks and I catch Tank Davis, Tank's going down. Tank's getting knocked the fuck out, says Ryan Garcia. And nobody ever has told Tank Davis that they're going to knock him out. There has never been an opponent ever to go in the ring and tell Tank Davis, I'm going to knock you out. This is the first time a man is telling him in his face, I'm going to knock you out, bro. Normally it's the other way round. Normally it's Tank Davis just telling everyone that he's putting them to sleep. But now you got a fighter going into the ring who's telling Tank that when I catch you, Tank, you're going to feel this power. Is Ryan Garcia's power for real? For real, for real? We'll see when he faces Tank. His power's been extremely good. Ryan Garcia got the most power in that division. So we'll have to see. But we got a Mayweather protege. Remember this. Tank Davis is Mayweather's protege. He actually came from Adrian Broner years ago. And then you got Oscar De La Hoya's guy. This is virtually Oscar De La Hoya's protege. You know? Tank Davis is Mayweather's boy back in the day. And then you got Oscar De La Hoya's guy, Ryan Garcia. You know, Ryan Garcia's around some of the greats like Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya behind the scenes. Tank's grown up with the best ever, coming in with Mayweather fucking Floyd Mayweather. So, yo, this shit's on fire. But right now, I'm going to just say this. I don't know, who won that press conference? Did Tank win that press conference or Ryan Garcia? Who won that press conference, bro? Did Tank Davis show him and bully him in the press conference? Or did Ryan Garcia get to Tank Davis? Did anybody get the better of anybody in this press conference? Ryan bringing the lightning jab, followed up with the thunder right. Tank going to sleep. But Tank's never gone to sleep, bro. Tank Davis has never gone to sleep. How are you guys going to feel when Ryan Garcia catches him with every shot and Tank Davis is not going to sleep? Then what? Then what? Tank Davis is going to take those shots and keep coming. And then what? Tank Davis has got a granite chin himself. I've never seen Tank Davis ever do the fucking stinky leg. I've never seen the man wobble. And I've never seen the man take an 8 count. I ain't even seen Tank Davis do the 8 count, bro. I never have. You might have seen him in the amateurs taking a quiet count, but I've never have. In the professionals, I have never seen Tank Davis ever get hurt. So how the fuck is Ryan putting him to sleep? Somebody please answer me that. Casual Boxing TV, barking bars. Barking, what's he say? All right, let me see who's in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. The one and only Eric Gomez. The one and only Jay Reddy. Yes, Danny Medina. What's going on, bro? Big shout out to Tip Bayless. The EVE. What's happening? Fretnell Haas. Yes, brethren. Top Dog. Yes, Top Dog. The Rider of the Storm. My friend Rider in the house. Real Boxing TV. Yes, Max. Yo, Aussie. Let's go. TSYZU versus Tony Harrison in Australia. That's right, bacon and eggs. You backing your boy TSYZU for the weekend, bro. Abel, what's going on? Yes, Abel. John. What's happening, John McSmith? Yes, John. You ready for the fight this weekend, bro? The one and only Mr. Sanchez in the house. Yes, Sanchez. What's going on, bro? Jonathan Ramirez. What is going on, brother? Yes, mate. Alden Johnson. Yes. What's going on, Alden Johnson? Have I forgotten anyone? I think that's everyone, isn't it? Yo, what's happening, Jay? Jay in the house. Yes, JS. So let's keep it moving, man. Who won that press conference? Tank or Ryan? Abel, what's happening? Who won that press conference, bro? Who got the better of who? I'm in the chat now. Who got the better of who? If you look at it, who got the better of who in the press conference? Ryan all day, says Jay. Smash that like button. You tell him, bro. The fight will be snooze fest, says John. Jonathan Ramirez says Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, yeah? Ryan won the press conference today. I mean, Tank was putting his, you know what I mean? Tank was getting a bit angry. Tank wanted to put hands on Ryan. Tank Davis wanted to put hands on Ryan, bro. I can tell you that now. Tank Davis's body language, he wants to put hands on Ryan Garcia. Tank's getting vexed. Tank wants to smoke now. Yes, sir. Tank had another purse. Tank is proud of his new purse. He had a grey purse today. Last time he had the green purse, remember? And now the man came with a grey purse. Ryan had Tank shook. I don't know about that. I don't think Tank shook up, bro. Let's not cap. Tank ain't shook of no one. Tank Davis ain't shook of Ryan, I'll tell you that now. But Tank Davis did get angry. Yo, let me get Tracy over here. Where's Tracy at? Tracy?
Right, what's going on here, Donny Zonderlex? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately, and he's whipped, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it. But she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy! What's going on?
What up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Can we meet you?
My name is Tunde Tupac, aka the Rap Killer,
Tunde Tupac.
the Rap Flexer, kill them all.
Your name is
Tunde Tupac.
Tunde Tupac.
You can write the Rap Killer there.
But Tunde is your name.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Tunde, with your dressing, I know the kind of song that you're about to present.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it?
Just rap game. I kill the rap game because the haters want us down, but they're not going to get us.
You don't need to tell us about the haters now.
Rappers, right? You're a rapper.
Rapper.
Good. Let's hear you.
Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Check it. Check it. I rule everywhere. I rule. They want to take me down, but they cannot take me down. Yeah. I rule New York. I rule Lagos to Atlanta. We go to Chicago. Check me out. Check my game. My game is tight. All the haters, I shoot them in the brain. Boom, boom, boom. I've been around with my guys, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg. We're all in this game together because I kill them all. I kill Tupac and I kill Biggie. I kill them all because they can't contain my rap game.
Hey!
It's off the hook because I kill you all now.
No, calm down. You killed
who?
It's just a lyric. Don't fear.
Lyric.
Yeah.
Your lyric will put you in trouble. You have to be very careful. You don't just go about saying things that you don't know.
It's a rap game. That's how it is.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I've been in this game for more than 20 years.
How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
What?
Just forget my age. Just focus on how long I've been in the game.
And you know Tupac. You know Snoop Dogg. You know
By the
50
grace of
Cent.
God, we met in the States.
Oh.
Which state?
Akwa Ibom.
This guy.
You're just a joker. You know what? Just go. We'll get back to you.
Yo, what's happening, Ted?
Yo.
What's
Man,
going on,
did you
Ted?
see my boy? Yo, Rapstar, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello? Yeah, man, did you see my boy King Ryan Garcia? He's got some balls on him, man. He came to that press conference bold. You know, he dropped it on Tank.
Really thick, right?
Damn, bro, don't be a hater.
Oh, you in a call? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
man. Yeah, Ryan, he was going in. He told Tank, he said, don't come up to this stand if you don't know how to speak. Because you got to know how to speak when you come up to this stand and speak on the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you liked it today? Today was fire.
Yeah, today was a better
Yesterday,
press conference.
Today was a bit more energy. You know what I mean? Today was fire, yeah?
I think they both knew yesterday lacked energy, and they just had to come with it today. They really got to sell this fight.
What do you think about Tank Davis putting his hand on Ryan Garcia's face?
He missed him. I saw it from another angle. Like, it's kind of weird because as Tank was like coming with that little hook, he was actually turning his head, and Ryan was just leaning forward. It wasn't like it was an intentional thing, but it looked good from like the angle that we saw it at. But no, he didn't really touch him. But it spiced it up a little bit because, you know, people actually thought like, yeah, Tank was swinging at him. I like it though, man. I like it. This is a good press conference.
I think Tang was trying to show him, like, look at this picture. Tang was just trying to show him that he will put hands on him. He's not bothered about him either.
Yeah, he was
but you know, Ryan Garcia
factor.
was also giving it to him in his face. But Tank Davis wanted to put hands. Tank Davis was the one who wanted to point fingers in the face. Tank was the one who was trying to see if he could bully Ryan. You understand?
I think if Tank wanted to take it there, he could have, but you know what I'm saying? There's repercussions. And they want to get this fight out
but Tank
there.
was trying to show him that he will, you know what I mean? He will trouble him a little bit here and there. Like, he wouldn't care to put a hand on him.
Nah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
I mean, Ryan Garcia was just trying to stay a bit more professional. You know what I'm saying? Big shout
Yeah.
out to Brian Guzman. Yeah, go on.
I thought they was gonna yesterday. I wish Ryan would have brought up the fact that Tank came late. I think that would have sparked some type of energy at the New York press conference.
Yeah, big shout out to Rivera. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think that would have sparked some energy.
Big
But
shout out to Notch
I
Million.
like how Ryan handled himself, saying like, "Look, man, you guys only think I have a left hook. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna keep promoting because I'm not gonna show you the tricks I got in the bag. I'm gonna let you think that, and that's what you're gonna game plan on. All right. Psychologically, it's gonna mess with you.
I mean, Ryan told him, you don't bother me anyway. You can put your hand where you want. It don't mean shit. Like, but Tank was trying to see if he could, just basically start, put some, just push this touching shit. Like,
Yeah,
try
get
and
him started.
make Ryan feel like, you know what I mean, insecure in any way.
Yeah, he wanted to ruffle his feathers, get him a little
Yeah, he
started.
wanted to ruffle Ryan's feathers. Who do you think got the better in the press conference?
I think Ryan did, man. His delivery was on point. You know what I'm saying? It was like press conference. If the press conference was part of the fight, I think Ryan won that round 10-8. I mean, he talked about the man coming with a purse, and then Tank doubled up by showing with a purse the next day. Like, you can't do that, bro. Like, back-to-back days, you got 2 handbags. Like, that's some shit Max would do.
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing that Max shit? What do you mean that's what Max would do?
Well, over there where Max lives in that section of Harlem.
Look, what kind of clothes is Tank Davis wearing, bro?
I don't know. That's that 45th and
And
Broadway
what the
stuff.
fuck is that green purse doing over there, bro? Those big earrings, the green purse. Man, what the fuck is going on? The fuck is this? I thought this guy's from Baltimore, representing the streets. I thought the man comes from the projects. What the fuck is this?
I just think Tank been out of Baltimore too long. He been hanging upstate way too much.
Mad shit. The fuck is this? This is all wrong. I'm telling you. This is the best boxer.
It's the fashion world, man. The fashion world is changing dramatically, man. Like,
the fashion world, man. This is beta male shit.
These dudes are dressing more feminine as the day goes by. Now look, I know y'all hating on the mink coat. I low-key like the mink coat, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the mink coat. The mink coat not bad. I think the handbag just throws everything off. Cause it's like, what the fuck
Man,
is
that handbag's some bullshit. The fuck is he holding that piece of shit? What the fuck is he got in that bag, bro? What the fuck is this geezer holding a green bag for? A purse. The fuck is he got in the purse? Man, you got so much shit coming out of that thing.
You should have heard Rider of the Storm, man. I've seen Rider of the Storm all week in every chat promoting Tank's arrival to prison. Like, this is crazy.
What the fuck is he holding a green purse for? That's some crazy shit. Yo, people. Now, for real, though, ladies and gentlemen, what is Tank Davis doing, first of all? Dressed up like he's a pimp, right? And then on top of it, he's got long earrings, a pink purple jacket, a fucking, I don't know whether he's wearing a fucking jeans which are half cut or some fucking kind of a trousers which are made for 6-year-old kids.
Those are jean shorts from like 2005.
Oh, what the fuck it is. Then, I don't know where he's holding this green purse. I mean, this shit's fucking either some kind of a like, when you lose a bet and sometimes you lose the bet, yeah. And you have to do when you lose the bet, you got to do the dare. And maybe Tank Davis the night before, or whenever it was, had a big bet, and he lost the bet that he has to come and dress up like a hoe. Maybe he had to come over there and dress up like a hoe and act like he was a bitch from the street or something. I don't know what happened.
So you're saying Showtime is tricking Tank?
Oh, what the fuck anybody's doing, but ain't no one tricking no one, I think. This is just some stupid shit, bro.
No, I'm saying like they're using Tank as a prostitute. I mean, with the way he's dressed.
I mean, what the fuck is this, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about it.
I don't know. Has anybody seen Max? Max has disappeared once we brought up the purse. I don't know. The guy's usually in the chat. He's been in the chat for like the last 10 minutes. Right? Like once the purse comes up, he just disappears. Like,
yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
I know it's a relatable thing out there.
I don't know what he's doing with those kind of clothes and that green fucking purse. That shit's crazy. But it's what it is. Each for their own. Each for their own. Tip.
Did you see the other press conference as well?
Yeah, of course I did. I did a live yesterday about it.
No. I think they did one today.
Well, that's what I've been talking about today. What do you think they're talking about?
Tony and TSYZU?
No. Oh, yeah, I watched that, but I ain't talking about that yet. I haven't spoke about that. Nah. I watched some of it. You enjoy it?
I watched a little bit of it. I haven't watched all of it. But hey, man, I like this fight a lot because Tony's a character. And Tim doesn't talk a lot. And I think that's what really sells it for me. The fact that Tony's personality alone just sells the fight. And just Tim being so nonchalant, it just tells you, like, yeah, this guy's a silent killer. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're in for a fight, and I think people are going to sleep on this. I think people are really sleeping on this fight.
That's a big fight. It's getting, this is a good fight for Australia as well. And if TSYZU does better than Jamel Charlo versus Tony, then that puts TSYZU, and people are going to start calling his name more overseas. Right now, they don't want to give TSYZU his credit. Right now, this is like, people don't want to give TSYZU no credit right now because he ain't fought those guys. But if he beats Tony Harrison, then it's only one way forward, and that is going for Jamel Charlo.
Yeah, like Tony was saying, he's the next guy in line. Tim as well. He said it. Tony is the guy that beat Charlo. You know what I'm saying? That's the second best fight you can make.
Well, let me just talk about this first, though. Finish the Tank Davis thing. So Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, Tip Bayless, is some of the most expensive tickets. Even the tickets in the back are costing a lot of money. Now, these tickets, they're charging 3-4 times more than normal prices. What do you think about that?
Bro, so when I was watching the live stream, thankfully Brian Custer said something because I would have completely forgot about it. But I went on the website Premier Boxing Champions, and I was looking for the tickets, and I already saw that they had the pre-sale listed like 200 to 300, 400 to 2,000, 2,000 to 5,000. I was like, all right, I just want to know how he's going to be numbered in the section, bro. At the very fucking top of the nosebleed, the tickets are going for $750. There was not a ticket for $200 in sight. Not one single ticket for $200. The last time I seen ticket prices that high is when I went to go see Wilder Ortiz 2. And I went to that fight on last second notice. And it was a resale ticket. So not even those tickets were that expensive. But this is just out of pocket. I don't get it. There's nothing on the line for this fight for the tickets to even be that expensive. But I mean, people are gonna pay for it, I just know I wouldn't do it.
So they're costing how much?
So I guess the floor seats are like 5,000, and then right past the floor seats, like in that first section, those are going for like $2,000. And then from 2,000 on up is, I think the lowest is like 750. So honestly, you better off watching it at home on pay-per-view. Or if you want to go to a fight, if you thought about going to that fight, fuck it. Go get you a ticket to see Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez in like 2 weeks.
How much?
You know what I'm saying? Those tickets are still cheap.
Like 300?
You can get one for 300. That's good, yeah.
A good ticket for 300?
Yeah, you get a good ticket for like 300. Because the floor seats are like 750, yeah. So you could get a good seat for like $300.
And look at that. Floor seats are 5,000 with Tank and Ryan.
It's the hype, man.
Benavidez and Plant is 700.
He said, Max said, you done for paying $750 to see Wilder or Ortiz. What?
Yeah, can you read out the chat while I come back? Read out what the chat's saying.
Sure. Let me start from the top. Sanchez says Tank has pepper spray in the bag. Oh shit. Let's go down a little bit. I think both of the press conferences were weak. What, man? It was some pretty entertaining press conferences. I do, however, think the Tank and Ryan press conference, the second one was super short, bro. It wasn't that long. I expected it to be a little bit longer. I do think that Tank coming out with his Lil Nas X. They said Tank coming out with Lil Nas X. Nah, y'all are sick. Oh shit! They've been tagging Ryan. They've been tagging Ryan and Oscar's masculinity. No, yo, you know what's crazy? That is wild, right? Like we were definitely on the stream about a month ago talking about how Oscar, you know, was partying hard. You know what I'm saying? Dressed in what was it? The fishnets. You know what I'm saying? Tank coming out with a purse. It ain't as bad, but it's just as bad, you know? It ain't looking too masculine. Where else we at? John Smith says he's a pimp out the game. John, you are not a pimp, bro. What else we got? I was going to get tickets, but fuck. Yeah, man. $2,500 for mid seats. Yo, that's crazy. I'm telling you. I'd rather go see fucking Plant versus Benavidez. More affordable. They got a stack card. You know what I'm saying?
We were supposed to have a guest today, but carry on.
Danny Medina says Tyson Fury is the face of boxing. Questionable. Could be. That's debatable. Definitely debatable. Top Dog said going to buy ringside tickets. Max called me dumb for paying $750. Plant versus Benavidez tickets are cheap. Yeah. Tank weight drain Ryan. Yeah, man. Tank didn't. You see during that press conference, Tank didn't answer that question. You know, as to why you weight drain me. Ryan wanted to know why he was weight drained. And then, matter of fact, I think Tank's camp was a little shook because the way Tank responded, he was like, "Man, you taller, you a little bit taller than I thought you were." You know what I'm saying? Barrios is taller than you, so I guess that was a concern of theirs. So every opponent Tank fights is at a catch weight. No. Not every fight is at a catch weight. Tank will probably move him up, or he'll go up. Mirage will be at the fight. He probably will. Knowing Mirage, bro, he'll spend his life savings to come see David fight. behind. Gotta support my favorite fighters. Garcia signed off on it, so no excuses. You're completely right, John McSmith. There's no excuses. Fuck you, John. The moment I started liking your comments, bro, you just come out and you gotta be ignorant and rude. Fucking old hag. I hope Ryan pays the fine coming in overweight. That's if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see who Ryan really is during fight week. You know what I'm saying? Will he come in overweight? Will he not? You know what I'm saying? How determined is he? Is he gonna play by their rules the whole way through? Yo, the tickets sold out within the first 5 minutes of being launched on the website. They sold out within the first 5 minutes, like legit.
Hey, Tip, I still can't stop laughing when I had Benito Donaire and his dad was on this channel, and we were having such a deep discussion, and you were in the panel, and we were all just sitting there talking, and I said, okay, let's go to the people now. And I said, Tip, and you went, I don't know what to say. I'm just listening. And I said, man, this is too deep for you. Let me just move on.
Shit was a mindset,
man. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. Because at that moment, we were in that moment. And you fucked up the moment, Tip. It was like we thought you were really involved in that situation. You know what I mean? But
I didn't know, like
you made me laugh like a
to even have like a first question. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
You fucked up, bro. That was too deep for you.
Because if anything, it's more like we would have probably discussed.
Man, I can produce something right now. I was supposed to have Rick Glacier on here today, and I was supposed to catch up with the Donairs because Rick was still wanting to talk to Nanito Donaire because of something that was said in the channel the other day. You know what I mean?
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. They want it to be, and Nanito said that he will come up here and smoke him. So I think that was meant to happen, but I haven't really.
Rick must have said something wrong about the
I
business.
haven't really worked on that. You know what I mean?
Rick said something wrong about the business.
Nah, man. Some people come over here and cook with Tip because then I got to go and make some calls and get some emails done. You know what I mean? So don't expect to just get everything. You got to come and work for it, bro. You got to come and participate and help the shit.
Yeah, John. John, bring your bitch ass up here, man.
Yeah, John. Where's John?
Yeah,
Max is always wants the link when he wants the link. Next time Max wants the link, I'm just gonna hold him up. You know what I mean? Wasting my time. But yo, listen to this. I got some guests I'm meant to reach out to, Tip. And I was supposed to get a couple of fighters there as well, but I've been busy. You know what I mean? I've just been busy this week. But I might catch up with them next week.
Are they American fighters or foreign fighters?
American and 2 British fighters.
Oh, okay. Are like upcoming stars or?
Yeah, 2 are upcoming. One's already being a world champion.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But yo, man, this is a big fight. I see the hype now. Everybody's now in training camp. Ryan Garcia's probably going back in training camp. And Tank Davis, he must be on that smoke. Listen, bro, this fight is on. This is a fight, bro. And you shouldn't call John McSmith out because John don't duck the smoke. You shouldn't be calling out John McSmith. Now, John McSmith is here. So you should wish what you ask for sometimes. Watch what you ask for.
Oh, John, your balls finally dropped.
And I'll be back.
The Reptar boxing now is the best animal on TC. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tippy?
Your balls finally dropped, John. You're on the panel.
What's up, Tippy 2?
John, how do you feel about the fight? How do you feel about the press conference?
Look, I don't
Yeah, your mic's
I don't get into all the I don't get into all the hype and all this shit. And I said in the chat earlier that it's obvious to me that these two guys don't want to fight each other.
You
They
think
got
that?
slapped into a fight. They don't really want to fight. I think they just want the money. Neither one of them's really got a beef with each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I also asked a question I didn't get an answer. When the fuck did Ryan Garcia become this great fighter? He's always sucked before.
He didn't.
All of a sudden, he's this elite fighter, and he's going to whip Tank Davis's ass. Where's this shit coming from? I'll tell you where it's coming from. It's coming from the XPC. They're the ones selling that horse shit. Somewhere, Ryan Garcia just seemingly overnight, this motherfucker is one of the most elite fighters on the planet. And that's
you know what, John? I don't think people think Ryan are elite, but I think people are starting to see that he's somewhat coming together.
Well, if he's going to knock Tank Davis out, he must be elite. And that's what they're all saying.
Honestly, I think Ryan is in a win-win position, regardless if he wins or loses. You know, because he's only gaining experience being in there with a Tank. I mean, not too many people could write him off. It's like the same as the Jake Paul thing. They don't think Ryan's that big a boxer like that. They call him a social media guy, a guy who makes TikToks. See what I'm saying? All Ryan has to do is perform well.
Well, it depends on who you talk to. If he's not going to, and that's the other thing, the other point I want to make about this fight. It's going to be a snooze fest. So have your pillow, have your fucking blanket, so that you can fall asleep on the couch watching this shit, because it's going to be boring as hell. Because they're not going to engage. They're not going to get in there and mix it up. They're going to stay away from each other all night, is what's going to happen. So it's going to be fucking boring as fuck, and then it'll be some kind of fucked up decision, is what's going to happen.
It might be.
And are you serious about these? You were quoting some prices. Are you serious about shit?
You said what?
$1,000 to watch this piece of crap fight.
Yeah, man, $5,000 for floor seat tickets to see this fight live.
Well, that's a fact.
John, come. John, 1 second. Exit out and then come back in because your mic's in the matrix.
Look.
Oh, now it's better.
Yeah, it's because I'm in the fucking ghetto. But look, I forgot what I was going to say. But,
something related to floor seats or tickets.
Yeah, the tickets. Look, the boxing business and all its pundits that say we should support boxing and all this shit. Well, who the fuck can pay $5,000, man? What kind of shit is that? They act like Tank Davis is bigger than the Rolling Stones, man.
I think that what they're doing is they're depending on the Tank's fan base because Tank sells out live gate. See what I'm saying? That's why these tickets are going so fast. They're dependent on that, and then the star power between from Ryan for all that to come together into fruition. You know what I'm saying? A big name on social media, and then another big name in the sport of boxing.
Why don't you just put the fight in a bigger arena and charge less price?
Well, I did see a video. I wanted to watch it where they were talking about why wasn't the fight at Raiders Stadium, the new stadium they built in Vegas. I don't know.
Well, where are they fighting at? The fucking casino?
They're fighting at the T-Mobile Arena. I think that's where the Las Vegas Knights play, the hockey team.
Well, I don't get it. That whole how they got that structured with the money, it just seems stupid to me. No other sport fucking charges prices like that.
Hey, what do you think about this, John? They said that the winner of this is going to be the pound for pound fighter and the face of boxing. When there's not even any listen, there's not even any fucking belts on the line.
Hey, listen.
And Ryan Garcia is not a pound for pound fighter right now, and Tank Davis is not a pound for pound fighter right now.
That's right.
So how the fuck is the winner going to be the pound for pound great?
No.
That don't even make sense the way they're cooking it, Tip. They're overcooking it, and the fans are acting like casual bitches. It's true.
Yeah, because Loma's better than both of them.
Hardcore fans are acting like casual bitches Yes, the fight is good, but they're overcooking it and selling it like it's a big undisputed fight, like it's a motherfucking pound for pound fighter. Ain't no pound for pound fighter here.
Well, you know, these guys,
You guys are fucking what's it called? Casuals.
They're making me like Bill and Devin Haney more and more, man. That's what they're doing. They're
It's a
making me
good
like
fight though. No, it's worth every money, every penny. It's a good fight, but
It's a good-
it's not a motherfucking pound for pound fight.
yeah, it's not. But they, like I said, it's making me like Dev and Bill more and
Stop
more
the
for what
cap.
they're doing.
People bullshitting out here, and they're overselling it as well. Like the winner of this is the face of boxing. He's the best. He's the face of boxing. Man, people have overcooked it now. How's he
Yeah,
the
they
face
have.
of boxing, bro? Canelo's the face of boxing.
No, he's
Tyson
not.
Fury's the face of boxing.
That's
These
right.
guys are the tight faces of boxing, not fucking the winner of this.
I think they're looking for an American superstar.
Man, they overcooking it, bro. It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
because
big
they're
money
on the
fight.
social media. They're on the fucking internet all the time. Yeah,
Like I said, this fight is win-win for Ryan either way. If Ryan loses, he wins, because his next fight is just going to be. It's not going to be just as big, but it's going to be huge, and it's only going to
This
create.
is a big fight.
How does he lose? How does he lose and then get a bigger fight?
No, I'm not
NL
saying he gets a bigger fight, John. But what I'm saying is, his star power is going to go up. It's structured a certain way.
Not if he gets knocked out.
Yeah, he just
If he
can't
gets
get knocked out. That's
like
it.
Romero did. He just signed on a contract that he should have never signed because he fucked all his money up and his career up.
Yeah,
if he gets knocked out,
he can't get knocked out. But if he doesn't get knocked out, it's going to be somewhat like Esau Cruz, and I think Esau Cruz lost momentum.
well, Esau Cruz has a lot better chin than Garcia does.
Yeah, for sure. Esau Cruz should have fought Shakur Stevenson. If he's just known as a fighter, bro, he's gonna sell.
Who said I was watching dinosaurs? Hating on Tank and Ryan because I'm used to watching dinosaurs. Is that what Marvin Hagler is? A fucking dinosaur?
No, I think you made a good point. Yes, it's a good fight. It's an exciting fight, but it's not one of those legacy pound for pound fights.
Nope.
Now, what weight did they finally agree on?
It's just a catchweight 1 pound over the 35 limit.
Huh?
It's just 1 pound over the 35 limit. That's the dumbest catchweight I've ever heard. They should have just had to fight.
Tell me how that's weight draining Ryan Garcia.
I guess because Ryan moved up to 140.
Oh, so four fucking pounds.
Yeah,
he's
and then he can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, he can't rehydrate more than 10. So he can only go up to
you shouldn't be able to
146 pounds the night of the fight.
Well, see, that's why you need same day weigh-ins, and you'd end all this rehydrate horse shit. And they changed it, of course, because it's corrupt as fuck. But you used to have same day weigh-ins, so there wasn't any rehydrating and all that crap. And so instead, they make the weigh-in 3 days before, and now you can pull all this hydration shit.
Well, I think it's more healthier for the fighter, you know what I'm saying, because the loss of oxygen in the brain when you're cutting all that weight.
You're not cutting all that weight. You should already be.
No, there are fighters who are cutting a lot of weight.
Garcia's been training for years. He shouldn't have a weight problem. There shouldn't be a fucking weight issue. Why is there a fucking weight problem? What, he put on too much muscle?
It depends, John. I mean, if the fighter is at a steady weight the whole time, or if the fighter isn't. Some fighters may not be.
They made it at 136 so they could scrap the belts and not have to put them on the line. That's why they did that, fellas.
I think so. Because who's next?
Nothing else makes any sense to fight at a pound over the fucking limit unless you just want to scrap the belts and have absolutely nothing on the line, which is what they're doing. And then going to charge $5,000 for a fucking ticket for a meaningless fight. This is if there's no belts on the line or nothing, it should be a 10-round fucking co-main event or something.
Well, I mean, if Tank serves time, wouldn't he lose the interim belt anyway?
I don't know nothing about all the interim belts and all that. I really don't care about belts anyway. They could just fight like this, as far as I'm concerned. But well, look, I know the LDBC. I know they support Tank Davis, and he's one of their guys. But hey, listen, I'm a white guy, so I don't have a dog in this fight. So I don't care, and I don't get Rachel on shit anyway. But I'm not on fucking boxing. But I just don't see Garcia beating Davis. I just don't see it. The guy is not that fucking good. And I don't know who knocked him down, whoever that was, either last fight or a couple fights ago, knocked him down on his ass. And when he tastes some of Tank Davis's power, he's not going to be so fucking gung-ho and coming in like everybody's saying he's going to. He's going to be moving a lot. They're both going to be moving a lot constantly. It's going to be one of those kind of fights where they're both moving around, fucking around, ticky-tack fucking punches, and that kind of thing. I just don't see it being exciting at all. I just don't see it.
You think it'll be similar to the Romero fight?
No, it ain't even going to be that. At least he knocked that fool out.
Yeah, but even in
Romero
that
is
fight,
a nobody.
There wasn't that much action in that fight.
Yeah. It was a dull fight until Romero got tired, and then Tank put the hurt on him. But and that's the other thing. I haven't heard anybody talk about Garcia's cardio. If he's like a lot of these other guys, he's got a 6 or 8 round limit on his cardio. So then what? If he gets tired, he's in big trouble. You can say what you want about Davis. I don't ever see him getting tired, sucking wind and shit like that.
I think a lot of people are trying to say Ryan's better than Mario Barrios. I don't think he's anywhere close to Barrios.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know all these Mexican fighters.
Barrios is a good fighter. I think Barrios has the potential to be a world champion.
Yeah, Myers, Jack Dempsey. No, I'm just kidding.
You just gotta give him the right fights. Yeah.
He did mid rounds on Pitbull. He was gassed out, was he? Mendoza, was he gassed out in that fight? I didn't think he was. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I watched that fight when it happened, so that was a while ago. I don't recall him.
I don't think he wasn't getting that fight.
He didn't get gassed against Romero, and so I don't know. We've had this discussion before. These guys don't want to run, and so if you don't want to run, then there's no other way to get cardio. I don't care what Rachel Dornaire says about getting in the swimming pool and all this shit. There's only one way to get cardio, and that's to run your 7 miles every day. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. That's how you get your cardio. You get up in the morning. First thing you do is you run 7 miles. And you'll go.
Tell him Coach John.
Huh?
Tell him Coach John.
Yeah, because she was on here one night after I said that one night, and then she was on it like the next night or something. She poo-pooed what I said and tried to say that she didn't mention me by name, but she was talking about what I said and said that basically that was horseshit, that was old school, that was old methods that don't work today, and that kind of shit. Really? Well, what do the U.S. Marines do? Well, they run 7 miles every motherfucking day, don't they? They don't get in the swimming pool and do water aerobics. They don't get on the Stairmaster. They don't get on the fucking treadmill and all that shit that she has her boy doing. The Marines don't do that. You know why? Because Marines are real warriors, not some fake ass boxing warriors that Drunk Punch wants to call them all the time. They're warriors. They're warriors. They don't train like warriors, do they? In a fucking swimming pool doing fucking water aerobics. Give me a break, man. You get out there, do your road work 7 miles a day. You won't have to worry about conditioning. You'll be in shape. So that you could just, if you do that, you don't even have to worry about it. you're going to go 12 rounds. But do they want to do that? No, because they got some fucking trainer that's out of fucking college, and he's got all these newfangled ideas that are supposedly better, and they're not. They all suck. They don't work. It's obviously they don't work because everybody gets tired. You notice that? And nobody ever runs. Wilder even admitted, I don't run. Yeah, and
I'm
Wilder
not gonna
gets
lie.
tired. Every fucking fight he's in, he gets tired.
I mean, it could depend on the body. I mean, when I don't run, I'm more out of shape.
Yeah, you gotta run, man.
So
The US
I have to
Marine,
move. I have to run.
if you're a US Marine, you sign up for 4 years. 4 years. And they're on leave or something. But you run 7 miles every fucking day. Marines run every day. Every fucking day. Do boxers? No. But they're warriors. We're supposed to respect them. They're putting their life on the line for us. But they don't even get in tip-top condition, so fuck them.
Yeah, but then the Marine cardio, I mean, running is just one aspect, but it's not like they're sparring every day either.
No, they do all the exercise and all that shit like you do in boot. But once you're out of boot, all you do is run. That's the extent of your conditioning in the Marines. But you will run every day. Otherwise, how the fuck are you going to fight a war if you're a fat ass and you don't have any cardio? You're going to try to come to pick you up or something? These guys are shooting at me. You know, it's a fucking joke, man. So, this is the way this fight's going to go. It's going to come out. You got all this hype, and that's why they're hyping it so hard. Oscar and them. The reason they're hyping it so hard is because it's a shitty matchup, and it's not going to be a good fight, and they know it. And so they got to hype the fuck out of it. And what's going to happen is you guys are going to come in, and they're going to fucking circle each other and that kind of shit. And somebody even, it might have been you, Tip, said that that Garcia was going to keep him out on the end of his punches. Well, he may try to do that.
I think that's what he would do.
But that's the thing, see, is that it's going to be one of these things where maybe Tank's trying to get inside on him and Garcia's trying to stay away, and it's going to go that way all night. And it's going to be boring as fuck. There's not going to be any toe-to-toe action or any mid-range. I don't think there's going to be mid-range action. They sure ain't going to fight on the inside. So it's just going to be, you guys mark my words, write this shit down, remember it. This is going to be a boring ass fight. Mike sounds like it's on auto tune. What happened, man? See, I live in a ghetto, see, so I'm down in the basement. I'm down in the basement, and I get shitty cell service.
They're too worried about getting hit by each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're too worried about getting hit by each other. It's already embedded in their heads.
Yeah. That's what I meant earlier when I said these two don't want to fight each other. They don't want, Garcia don't want to fight him, and Davis don't want to fight Garcia. I think it's obvious, and that's why they're going to get out there and fucking put. It's going to be like a boxing exhibition. It ain't going to be a fight. It's going to be a fucking exhibition, and then everybody's going to bitch and moan for months after that, and come down on either side.
Who knows, John? I mean, it could turn into a firefight. I mean, would it not benefit Ryan if it turned into a firefight? Because Tank, he's a short guy, but you know he has to load up on his shots more.
Well, Garcia's jab ain't that great, so I don't see much trouble with Davis. If he wants to close the distance, he can. And that's when Garcia is going to be moving away constantly. And nobody's going to say he's a bitch or a backfoot bitch or anything because he's Ryan Garcia. But that's what he's going to do. He's going to be moving around, staying away because he better stay away because he don't want to taste that left hand. I'll tell you that right now. So he better stay the fuck away or he's going to get knocked out. And so that's what he's going to do. He's going to stay away. I'm a party pooper. Yeah,
John,
I'm
that's
showing it
what
like
they're
it is.
saying. John, they
I'm
keep
bringing
saying,
the facts, man.
I'm laughing away while I'm having breakfast. They're saying John's a party pooper.
That's right. I'm a fucking party pooper. I'll poop on your party. You get a
Hey, let
parade,
me
and I'll
tell
poop
you
on
what,
it too.
though. This is an exciting fight for the younger generation, John.
I'm gonna just say this:
All
if
right.
Ryan beats Tank, you won't see another mega fight anytime soon. like how this is a big fight, you won't see another one for a while. And expect Bill and Devin. If Ryan beats Tank, expect Bill and Devin to be calling out Ryan Garcia, because I know they're looking at that fight as easy pickings.
Shouldn't Ryan be the one calling out Devin Haney?
He should, but
I mean,
you know
he's
what
the
I'm saying.
champion, right?
I mean, Bill and Ryan. I mean, Bill and Devin. They ain't really got to call him out, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
I know.
yeah.
Well, why would Garcia want to fight Davis if it's not for Davis's belt?
You mean
What the
Devin?
fuck is the point of fighting the guy then?
Because the money it brings.
Yeah.
For the money. So
It's
that's what
something.
I've been saying now for years, that they only fight for one fucking reason. They don't fight for belts. They fight for money. But you think you can tell Drunk Punch that? You can't tell Drunk Punch that.
I mean,
He's
but
got his
it's the
head.
same reason you go to work, or any of us go to work.
That's right. But not according to Drunk Punch. According to Drunk Punch,
yeah.
they do it for my entertainment, and they do it because they're warriors at heart, and all this other
Right.
bullshit
That's
that he never,
nonsense.
ever lets up on. Anytime he's on a panel, it's the same shit. And if you don't know it's bullshit by now, you should. They fight for one reason: cash. That is it. They don't give a fuck about legacy. They don't give a fuck about belts. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They give a fuck about dollars.
Hey,
And
I'm
more
telling you,
than
they're cashing out Ryan Garcia. That's why this fight's being made.
Mm-hmm. And they're all making fights. You know, they're all making money off of it. The
What do you
promoters.
mean they're cashing out Ryan Garcia?
I don't think they think Ryan Garcia is that guy. They view him as more of like a commodity, more like he's an entertainer. They don't view him as like a real, like, future champ, pound for pound type of fighter.
Well, I don't think it's that. I just think it's the fact that Ryan wants to
Look how they move. Look how they move him. Look how they move him as opposed to Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, what whole time out?
Who's this on the panel?
Ryan is being moved better than Virgil.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Hey, John,
Virgil.
we got a guest over here. You've been talking about Punch. Punch, is it?
Who the hell was popping shit? Who the hell is popping? Huh?
Oh shit. Wasn't me.
Did John leave?
Joanne McSmith.
Hey, John.
Joanna.
I know.
What's
John
up,
leave.
Raptor?
Huh?
Hey, John.
Yeah.
We got Punch Drunk over here. You was talking about him. He's come to see you.
I was talking about what he said. What
was
always
he
says.
saying?
What you were saying,
always
Joanna?
says that these boxers don't fight for money, that they fight for legacy and belts. And that's a crock of shit, and he knows it. They only fight for one reason, for money. That's why the Davis-Garcia fight is happening. We just determined that. It's happening for one reason, for money. They don't give a fuck about the fans. They don't give a fuck about belts.
When did I ever say that Tank O'Ryan is fighting for legacy? When did I ever say that?
No, you said that about all boxers.
No. When did I ever say that? When did I ever say that Tank Davis is fighting for legacy? When?
I never said you said that about Tank.
Oh, okay.
I said you say that about all fighters all the time.
So all fighters include Javante.
They're worried about the legacy. They're worried about the belt. They're worried about the legacy. They're worried about the fucking bank account.
Nah. You listening to other people.
No.
When it comes to Ryan Garcia and Javante Tank Davis, when it comes to
everybody knows
you
say that shit.
Never about Ryan and Javante Tank Davis, you bullshitter. You can't even pull an audio of me ever saying that about Ryan and Javante Tank Davis. Matter of fact, they both have the same type of mindset, and that's why they fighting each other. If they cared about Lexi, then Ryan Garcia would have fought Devin Haney when he was mandatory. The fuck is he talking about?
So now you're going to pretend you know the mindset.
I say that legacy reigns supreme. I don't say that every fighter go for legacy. What are you talking about?
I hear you say it a million fucking times, so it may not be every fighter. It must be 99.
T.O. goes for legacy. T.O. goes for legacy. You heard me say that. You don't hear me say that about Tank nor Ryan. What the fuck is he talking about?
Whatever. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you say the same shit all the time.
But if I say it all the time, then pull the fucking audio.
I'm not talking about specific fighters, genius. I'm talking about when you talk about fighters in general, you want to tell me that they're warriors and that they're fighting for my entertainment. And that's a bunch of shit. They're fighting
I
for
say
my
I preserve the sport of boxing. I preserve the modern day wars, modern day gladiators. They don't gotta I don't say that they are your. I say they are my modern day wars, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for my pure entertainment. What are you talking about?
You want to lie, you just go ahead and lie, boy. It don't matter to me. Lie all you want to.
So what? So what? If they modern day, they my modern day warrior. They don't gotta be yours. Well, you watch boxing just a bitch? Why you watch boxing, John McSmith? For what? If everybody don't fight for the reason that you want them to fight.
I don't care why they fight.
Why the fuck you watch boxing? Give us a reason why you watch boxing. You always got something to say about back in the day. Nobody want to care. Nobody want to talk about no black and white boxing right now. So why the fuck do you watch boxing right now? John,
you want to talk about black and brown then, since that's what we got. But Tank ain't black. If you think Tank's black, you don't know what black is.
Brother, I mean black and white, like the TV, like back in the days, black and white. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about black and white. Means that you're fucking old, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm old. You gonna come whip this ass, are you? It's like this.
So why? But why do you watch boxing now?
I watch boxing because I watch. I'll answer the question if you ever shut up.
All right, go ahead.
I watch boxing because I like boxing. And when I say I like boxing, I mean the sport of boxing, the technique. And I'll break down Garcia's technique for you.
Go ahead,
His footwork ain't that great. He has little to no jab, and every time he throws a left hook, he brings it back down below his chest.
Okay.
And so he's going to get clocked. He's going to throw that left hook. You watch him when he throws it. It doesn't come back into a guard position. It comes back low. And he's going to get fucking clocked. He's already been clocked.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I like boxing, because I like technique. And I like breaking down fighters and finding out what their weaknesses and their strengths are. I don't give a fuck about why they're in the ring or how much money they make or how many belts they got. I don't give a fuck.
So what does Ryan does good?
I never thought he was that good.
That's about it. Elite left hook.
That's
He's got a decent left hook, but when he brings it back, it always comes back low. It always comes back.
That's all you got.
But time out.
Cook him.
But if that's all he got, let's say McSmith just said he critiqued his left hook, they don't bring it back. So that's part of having a good left hook. You just can't just throw a left hook and can't bring it back to
punch.
Have you ever been in a boxing gym?
Come on, you talking to me, bro.
Well, there's trainers that will put a fucking strap on your arm and make sure it comes back in the right spot. What are you talking about?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Dirk, I don't know. I'm sorry. Who was the other one that was speaking? He said that he only got a lead left hook. You just said that that when he throws the left hook, he don't bring it back to the guard. So that means he don't got a good left hook. What's a good left hook if you can't even guard it back? Bring it back to guard yourself.
Well, there you go. I never said he had a good hook. I said that was his fucking. I said he brought it back low, and that's a weakness. If you're an opponent, that's the kind of things you look for.
But
where does he fuck up? And he fucks up.
John, I understand.
If I'm fighting,
I understand. Hold on.
If I'm fighting Ryan Garcia.
Go ahead.
If I'm fighting Ryan Garcia, this is what I do. Or if I'm training a fighter to fight Garcia, this is what I do. I tell him to get in there and bait him into throwing that left hook. Get in there and beg him to throw that motherfucker and be ready to counter it. That's what I would tell him. Let him throw that left
so,
hook all he fucking wants to. Entice him to throw it, and then counter it, because when the hand comes back, it'll be at his waist. So punch him right in the fucking mouth as soon as he throws that left hook.
All right, so I'm saying that's what you said. That's his weakness. The other person on the panel said that all he got is the lead left hook. So he's saying that Ryan Garcia got a good left hook. That's all he got. You're saying that that's his weakness. So then, I'm gonna ask you if that. Tell me the strength of Ryan Garcia. Because everybody knows in boxing that his strength. Everybody knows in boxing, including the guy that he's going to step in the ring with, know that he got a left hook. You're saying he don't got a left hook, so I want to know, what does Ryan Garcia have? Because if he don't got a left hook,
he can throw a left hook with plenty of power, but when he brings it back, it's out of position. What's one got to do with the other?
Then that's not a good left hook if it's out of position.
Well, then he don't have a good left hook. Then I never said he didn't have a good. He's got to. You don't want to get hit with that left hook. That's why it's a good left hook. But when he brings it back, it ain't never in the fucking where he threw it from. Never.
So he got a good left hook and he's defensively irresponsible.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of putting it. He'll throw that left hook, and he'll throw it from up by his chin, and when it'll come back down by his waist or down by his titties. And that's bad. That's bad technique. It just is.
I think he got the technique.
Hey.
I think that. Go ahead.
Hey, he's not the one that said that. It was me. My bad. I thing fell out. But I was saying all he has is an elite left hook. The only reason we're giving him a chance, or I'm giving him a chance against Tank, is because of the size advantage. But skill wise, they're not on the same level.
So you don't think he got a good right hand? You don't think he goes
not really. It's nothing special.
You don't think he goes to the body real good?
That still encompasses his left hook. His left hook to the body is elite.
So you're saying that so Ryan Garcia only got one punch, a lead left hook. He got nothing else.
He's basically he's basically Deontay Wilder. You said it.
That's when you know y'all bullshitting. See, that's when y'all bullshitting.
He's very similar to Deontay Wilder.
So he's better than Deontay Wilder. Y'all bullshitting.
Free smoke.
Y'all bullshitting.
You telling me Wilder's actually won a real championship, but whatever.
Ryan Garcia is known for not being a good boxer. That all he got is a left hook, and Deontay Wilder don't even got good footing. So Ryan Garcia don't even got good footing. Come on, man, stop. Y'all capping.
Hey, Punch. I know what you're about to do.
Y'all capping for
Punch,
no reason. Bro.
I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to talk about. Punch, you're trying to bring up his amateur record, how he boxed over there, but in the pros, he hasn't shown that.
Let's bring the pros. If he's so
let's talk about the pros. Have you seen him have great footwork in the pros?
Man, he got decent footwork, bro. The fuck, what type of footwork you want? You want him to move like Muhammad Ali? What is footwork to you?
But for example, like when Tank,
does he stumble all over the floor? Huh?
Well, let me give you an example.
No, you don't have to have good footwork, Chief.
Let me give you an example. Punch. When Tank broke his hand against Pitbull, and he basically just used his feet for the rest of the fight. Do you think if Ryan broke his hand similar to that, you think he'd be able to do that?
Well, we got to see it, right? We didn't see Gervonta Tank Davis.
Okay, well now you're just assuming. Wait. But what I've seen so far, he hasn't shown that.
But wait, you need it. Gervonta Tank Davis needed to break his hand so you could see footwork at the professional level with Gervonta.
No, we been knew he had that.
No, wait. Why? Because of the amateurs?
No, because he has shown in previous fights he can find the back foot.
The fuck out of here! Before he broke his hand, he never was showing that type of.
Oh, come on! What fight did he show you? What fight did he show you?
You know that shit. You know that shit because of the way he fought in the amateurs. But I'm not gonna bring the amateurs. Wait.
Watch the first half of Leo Santa Cruz.
I'm not gonna bring that. No. And yeah, he was getting fucking touched up by Leo Santa Cruz.
The only time he was getting touched up is when he was walking him down.
Exactly. So his footwork, he was getting touched up while he was footwork.
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying, Punch.
No, you're not.
I'm saying.
Wait. You said.
I know what you're saying.
All right then. So he was having good footwork versus Leo Santa Cruz. Oh yeah, when he was having the footwork. Wait. I'm going by what you're saying. You said that he was having good footwork versus Leo Santa Cruz. When he was having footwork, he was getting touched the fuck up. That he had a cookie.
No, you're not saying.
Wait. When he got into Leo Santa Cruz, it's when he was walking him down. He had to walk him down because he wasn't looking good with his footwork with Leo Santa Cruz.
What? Okay, let me tell you what I'm trying to say. You're just putting words in my mouth.
So you tell me how he ended Leo Santa Cruz.
Okay, so look, in the first half of the fight, when he was fighting on the back foot, he was making Leo miss, and he was punishing him. But when he decided that, oh, this guy can't punch, he can't hurt me, I'm gonna just walk him down.
He was not.
Yeah, he was getting touched up, but that's because he didn't respect Leo's power. That's why he let him touch him.
But stop it. He was not he was not. Yo, Leo Santa Cruz was doing his thing in the first half, bro.
Yeah, man, Leo wasn't doing shit.
Stop it, man. Stop it, bro.
He's a good little fighter, but come on, let's not overstate it.
Stop it, bro. Stop it, man. You smoking yourself right now.
Yeah.
And you the one that's bringing it up. You the one that's bringing it up.
Punch, I know you're a real boxing fan. You know Tank is a more complete fighter than Ryan Garcia. Like, what are we talking about here?
Who said he's not a complete fighter? But you know what? But the thing is, I'm gonna bring up what y'all don't want me to bring up. See, I know that Tank was a complete fighter because I seen him in the amateurs. I know that he could move the way that he could move versus Pitbull Cruz. I just ain't know that about now. If you see his amateur fights, that's the way that he fought in the amateurs. He was on the outside. He was always the smaller guy. He was knocking people off the back foot. He been doing that. When he turned professional, he started knocking people out, just like a lot of these young fighters that they were good boxers in the amateurs, but then they get the professional level. They get these opponents that's tailor-made for them to take out so they could look good for the networks. But Tank always had footwork. Tank has a high IQ in boxing. I know all that shit.
But does Ryan?
Ryan has an IQ. Hold on, let me put some gas on.
Okay.
Hello.
He has a puncher's chance.
Bro, but you could the good thing about these guys, especially in this era, that you could go watch them. They got enough fights out there, bro, where you could watch. Yo, fucking Ryan Garcia doesn't got a bunch of national titles for no reason. And the reason why we gotta bring up the amateurs with young fighters is because that's how we're gonna analyze it. We're gonna be talking about Keyshawn Davis. How can we analyze Keyshawn Davis? What he did in the amateurs.
How he does in the pros.
Yeah, but
he went to the Olympics. Why didn't Ryan go to the Olympics?
They go for the money. You don't think guys like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia could have gone to the Olympics or the Olympic trial, win Olympic trials?
Well,
they go for the money.
I mean, Ryan doesn't really have an Olympic style anyway, so they did. That's probably why they figured that.
Bro, he was the man, bro. He was beating fucking Brandon Lee and Virgil Ortiz, and Devin Haney and him was going at it, bro. What you talking about?
Didn't he beat Devin twice?
3 times. And Devin Haney beat him 3 times as well.
Oh my God.
He gave exactly 3-3. They 3-3. He gave Devin Haney his last APAC. All these guys are good, bro. All these guys are fucking good. Who we talking about? Now, it's your preference who you like, but all these guys was doing their thing.
Bro, it's the reason. It's the reason.
Why we know that Gary Antoine Russell is nice.
But Punch, you gotta look at it this way. It's a reason why all Ryan Garcia's peers, like when they talk about him, bro, it's not out of respect. Like let's keep it a buck. Like when they ask Keyshawn, Shakur Stevenson, Tiger Johnson, a lot of these younger guys who fought him or been in the ring with him, they don't really have respect for Ryan, or they don't respect his skills. You can say it's hating, but maybe they just call it like they see it. If he was a really great fighter, they would say like, yeah, he's a tough fighter.
Bro, you notice that the guys that chill with each other, they the one that's gonna say the same shit. Keyshawn, Davis, Keyshawn, Tiger, Shakur, they all the same. They're the same squad. They're the same team.
Yeah, but those are all the guys that came up with Ryan Garcia.
No. Just because they came in the amateurs. They came up.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But they're not like their entourage. These guys chill with each other. These guys are friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but listen, Keyshawn. When Keyshawn talks about Devin Haney, he obviously, he doesn't like Devin Haney.
Okay,
he shows him a lot more respect than Ryan Garcia.
When Teofimo Lopez pops got jumped, By who he got jumped? How he started? How was the fight started in the gym?
Didn't he say like the N word or something? I forgot. That was allegedly. That's what he's talking about. T.O.'s probably got jumped by some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By
Didn't he
who? How it
allegedly say the
started?
N word or something?
You know how it started? Nah, it was because of that. You know
I
how
don't
it
remember.
started?
No.
Yeah, it started with Keyshawn Davis.
Oh.
Actually,
Keyshawn and Ryan Garcia. Oh, Keyshawn and T.O.?
It wasn't really Keyshawn and T.O. It was Keyshawn in the gym, but it was Shakur in the gym. It was Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez sparring. But the antics was also it started out with Keyshawn Davis. They all cool now, but that was the thing that happened. You feel me?
Oh, okay. Did they even finish the sparring?
Nah, they didn't finish the sparring.
No.
Yeah, finish sparring at the fight in the gym.
Hey man, you never know. Like
I ain't never seen that.
that's crazy.
I know the amateurs. Because I follow a lot of the amateurs, bro. The amateurs, not no more. The amateurs ain't even strong like that no more. Especially after the pandemic. But what, man? These guys.
I don't know,
That's what I
man.
say.
That Caramel Morton kid looks special.
These guys ain't scared of each other. All these guys have sparred each other, work with each other. You know what I'm saying? None of these guys are. I don't believe that none of these guys are afraid of all.
The one name all these
that's
dudes.
Like saying, that's like.
No, the one name all these like guys that watch these guys and amateurs. The one person they said stood out out of all of them was Shakur Stevenson. And so far in the pros, that's looking like that. I see why.
It was.
But
it
you
was.
said out of
It
all
was.
of them.
It was Shakur.
Out
It
of
was
Devin.
Shakur Stevenson. It was Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, because T.O. was the one that won the Olympic trials. He won the Olympic trials. It was T.O. Look. That class to be. It was. And to add with the Americans, Felix Verdejo, Concepcion, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Gary Russell. Those are the guys that year that in the amateurs.
Yeah.
Devin Haney did his thing. He was in a couple of tournaments in the Caribbean. He beat my guy Henry Cedeño in the amateurs. You know who was good too? Malik Montgomery.
Okay. Richardson Hitchens was there. Well, not where you were at, but
look, T.O. beat Jamie Ortiz. T.O. beat Malik Montgomery that year. And then you gotta understand that is the you know what I'm saying? The reason that these guys, Haney and Garcia is from the West Coast. These guys from the East Coast. So these guys really know each other more than anything. Like Gary, like T.O. and the Russells, the Russell family. He's cool with them because he competed in that region, so they know him. The D.C. area, the Florida area, New York area, Jersey, and shit like that.
Yeah.
The smartest for me out of all of them, the smartest one is Shakur.
Definitely. He got the highest IQ.
The one that's gifted with skills and athleticism, for me, is T.O.
Yeah, I can see that. T.O. is definitely more gifted physically than a lot of those guys, but he just doesn't have the fundamentals, and that's, to me, at least.
You want to talk about bad footwork? You just brought up bad footwork. Teofimo Lopez, terrible footwork. That's why he got knocked down by Kambosos, because his feet were out of position. And so footwork doesn't necessarily mean how you move around the ring. It's how you have your feet at all times. And if you go back and watch when he got knocked down by Kambosos, you'll see that Lopez he's got both feet right under him. right when he got clocked. And so he had no balance and he went down.
And he
That's
had no
bad
respect for Cambosis. He just come out there wailing at him like, you can't do that.
His feet should
Yeah,
have
but
never
that
been
was
under
that.
him like
It was that fight. But that's what I mean. He was he off balance. That if I'm going to say that he's a terrible footwork Lomachenko and simultaneously pivot where Lomachenko want to find an angle. Nah, he got footwork.
No, he's got terrible footwork. Loma beat him anyway.
No, I think it depends on what you're doing in the ring. Like if
he had good
depending
footwork, he would have got caught with his feet.
That's like saying, look at Keith. Keith got one of the best footworks in the welterweight division, but he did a fucking mistake with Manny Pacquiao and pulled back, and he got caught that time. Oh, you're terrible. Your footwork is terrible. No, you just got clocked. Yeah. You did a mistake.
No, his footwork's terrible. You don't make mistakes like that unless you have bad footwork.
No. The key situation.
Oh, shut up,
that's
bro.
moving back.
Well, you don't like facts, do you, boy? You don't like facts. And when you put your foot and pull your front foot back right underneath it and you get hit with a shot, you're going to go down. So That's why you keep your feet spread far apart.
Mike Tyson getting knocked down. He got bad footwork.
Mike Tyson has the best footwork of any heavyweight ever. Mike Tyson has better footwork than Muhammad Ali.
So why the fuck is he getting knocked down and shit like that by guys? Why is he getting?
That didn't have nothing to do with his footwork, dum dum.
So what?
Man, you ain't got no.
So what had to do, mother? You don't got no clue. You just said that Teofimo Lopez got knocked down because of footwork. No, he got knocked down because he had his left hand down, stupid, and he got caught with the right hand.
You better go back and look where his. His hand was down too. Yeah, his hand was down too.
It wasn't.
So his feet were out of position. His feet were out of position. His feet were out of position, and his hand was down. His feet were out of position, and his hand were down. And you're telling me he's got all these skills.
Defensively irresponsible. Footwork? What footwork, dummy?
Yeah, what footwork? That's what I'm saying. He don't have any. It sucks.
You in 1920, man. You talking about fight. You don't know nothing about no
balls, so they'll come on your channel. That's all you do, Punch. You suck Haney's balls. You suck Lopez's balls. You suck all their balls, so they'll come on your channel.
No.
Well, so you're biased. You got all this. You got all this bias.
You hate on every fighter. You grumpy.
No, I don't.
You watch boxing. You watch boxing that hate.
I don't hate on every fighter.
You're miserable. You're a miserable faggot.
Yeah, and you kiss every fighter's asshole. You stick your tongue up in their asshole and roll it around.
So what? Because I watched them. You watched them to diss them. I watched them to respect them. The fuck out of here. You're a fucking hater, bro. You're a miserable human being, bro. You're a miserable human being. You got your back. I bet you got no kids. You never had a girl. You don't got no family members around you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't never said nothing positive about any other fighter. You fucking you a loser, bro.
Who says I gotta say something positive?
You a loser,
I tell it like
bro.
it is.
You don't tell nothing like it is. You a loser, bro. Go seek Jesus or Christ, Muhammad, Abraham. Seek somebody, bro. I feel sorry for people.
Hey, Big Mouth. Hey, Big Mouth. Hey, Big Mouth.
Sorry for people like you, bro.
Hey, Big Mouth. I don't give a fuck what you like and don't like, faggot.
I know. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Show it. With your face. You miserable bastard.
I got good things.
You miserable bastard, bro. You watch boxing. You watch boxing. Just hate on people. You don't know shit about the sport. You don't know. I asked this dude. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Ask this little faggot. You know what? Ask this little faggot. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Keep on talking, bitch. Come on, bitch. Keep talking. You're done.
You ain't never gonna get a word over me.
All you have to do is go watch the Lopez.
You gotta have a boxing intelligence to get a word over me. You know how to respect you at all. I don't respect nobody that respects fighters. I don't respect nobody that disrespect fighters.
That's what happens. I'll disrespect it. I'll disrespect fighters.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You ain't gonna get a word out. You gotta jump off the panel. You ain't never gonna get a word out. You ain't get a word out. You never gonna get in the best. Yep. You can. It's not my show.
Are you done?
It's not my show. It's not my show. I would never let you get a word out.
Are
You're
you
an
done?
embarrassment.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yep,
Are
never,
you done?
never,
Are you done? Are you done?
never,
Why don't
never.
you
You
go
ain't never gonna get a word out with me on the panel. Not with me. You're not gonna contaminate the minds of these. You ain't not gonna contaminate the minds.
Looking a ring out of your nose and go wash your ass so we can talk boxing.
Nah, you don't talk boxing, bro. You bitch. You bitch about boxing. You don't talk boxing.
See, I triggered
You
you
don't
when I
talk
told you that
boxing.
Lopez foot was
You
knocked.
a
You got fucking
bitch.
triggered.
You don't talk
Because the only
boxing.
reason that Lopez got
I'm not
knocked
even
out
talking
was because
about
his
Lopez.
footwork
I'm not
sucked.
even talking about Lopez. We was talking
Go
about
watch Lopez
every
versus Campbell. Go
fighter.
watch the first round.
That's
Go
why
look at
we was talking
Lopez's
about
feet and tell me
we
where they are
was
when
talking
he gets
about
knocked
you
out.
was
Go
talking
ahead and
about
go do
Ryan
it. Break
Garcia.
it down on
You
your
was talking
channel.
about Ryan
Break it down
Garcia.
on your channel,
You
please.
said about Ryan
Break it down
Garcia.
on your
I
channel.
said,
Hey,
I
come on,
said, can you
break it
tell
down
me
on
the
your
strength?
channel. Put
I
it on
said,
your
can you
channel and show how
shut the fuck
Lopez,
up? I
his
said,
feet
can
were
you
right
tell me the
together when he
strength of
got hit
Ryan
with the right
Garcia?
hand.
I told you, can you tell me the strength
Campbell
of
fucked him
Ryan
up, man. You
Garcia?
know why
And
Campbell
you
fucked him
said,
up? Because his footwork
he got a
sucked.
weak left
That's
hook.
why he got
I
clocked and
told
went
you.
down on his ass.
I told you to shut. I told you to tell me a strength of Ryan Garcia, and you say he got a weak left hook when everybody in boxing knows that that's his strength because you
I
a
didn't say he
hater.
had a weak left
You
hook.
can't
No,
even
I
tell
didn't
me.
say
So
that.
tell
I
me
said
something that
when
he
he
does
brings his
good.
left hook
So
back, he doesn't
tell
bring
me
it back
something
from
that
where
he
it's
does
from.
good. Tell
The
me
reason he
something that
doesn't bring
Ryan
it back
Garcia
from
does good. Tell
the
me
reason he
something that
doesn't
Ryan
bring his
Garcia
hook
does
back
good. Tell me
from
something
where
that
he
Ryan
grew it
Garcia
from
does
is because
good.
he has
Tell
bad
me something
technique
that Ryan Garcia does good.
and he's
You
never
hating
been
motherfucker.
taught.
Tell me something.
Because
Tell me something that he
Poland is
does good.
fucking great. And so
Tell
he
me something that he does good. You
to bring
hating
that hand
fuck.
back in
Tell
the
me something
cartridge.
that he does good.
So it opens the hook
Tell me something that he
wide
does
open.
good. Tell me when he lost. If you always have his hand down, why you don't get knocked the fuck out? Why you don't get knocked the fuck out?
You have to know what fighters' weaknesses are so
Why?
you can
He's
beat them.
one-dimensional. You say he only got one. He only got left hook too. What does he do that is
I
right?
didn't say that. Don't be putting words in my mouth.
Tell me his strength. Tell me his strength. I don't want to hear no hate. Tell me his strength.
You got it. Don't yell at me, motherfucker.
Man, tell me his strength, motherfucker.
Who the fuck think you are,
don't even
man?
know because you can't say it. You can't say it.
Hey, whatever the
You do.
fuck
You
I already
can't
know
say
what
it.
to deal
You're
with. I don't look. I don't look for fighter strength. You can't beat a guy if you know his strengths. You have to know his weaknesses.
You don't know shit.
You have to know his weaknesses to beat the guy. You have to know his weaknesses to beat him. You just get in there and beat him up.
No, tell me his strengths. Go ahead.
I just told you.
What's his strength? Go ahead.
His strength don't matter. What matters is weaknesses.
Look. That's what I mean. You can't even tell me his strength because you a hater. He said his strength don't matter. But his weakness matter.
Yeah, because you're gonna beat the guy, you're gonna have to exploit his weaknesses. You fucking stupid idiot.
I'm not asking you to break. I'm not asking you to break a fight down. I'm asking you to tell me Ryan Garcia's strength. The boxing guys. Look at the boxing guys. The boxing guys don't want to hear your shit. The boxing guys don't want to hear your shit.
So what is this I'm hearing, yeah? That Ryan Garcia is a one-trick pony and only got a one punch. How did he make it through the amateurs into where he is today with just one-trick pony?
You know what they're going to say? Well, Deontay Wilder made it through the amateurs with a one-trick pony. He got a bronze medal. And he made it to be a world champion. So now Ryan Garcia is the equivalent of Deontay Wilder as a one-trick pony?
I think Ryan fell in love with his power and ignored some of the other parts of his game, and that's why it's suffered.
Yo, y'all not watching Ryan Garcia. Y'all can't even.
I'm definitely watching Ryan. I've seen him get hurt by one of them was a journeyman and Luke Campbell.
And then what he did with Luke Campbell. Can you tell me the rest of the fight?
Yeah, he finished Luke Campbell, and that's a credit to him. But I'm just saying, Luke Campbell's not exactly a power puncher.
No. Oh, okay, but he's an Olympian. So what did he do that led up? How he make the adjustment, and what led up to that to the point where he stopped them? Because he had to adjust some way, and then he won the last several rounds leading up to the knockout. What did Ryan Garcia do? Don't tell me that he was just throwing a left hook, left hook, left hook, left hook, left hook, left hook to the body, left hook, 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 no footing, left hook, left hook. I know that Ryan Garcia don't fight like that. So can you please tell me?
I forget that. Yeah, look. No, I'm not trying to. But look, I'm sorry. Luke Campbell is a domestic level fighter. Let's not go too far with the Luke Campbell stuff. He's okay fighter.
Okay, well, what? All right, I'm not asking you.
What did Ryan Garcia Luke Campbell is not Tank Davis.
How did he adjust?
He didn't really have to make a. When I watched that fight, he basically did the same thing he was doing the first half, did in the second half of the fight.
Left hook, left hook. That's all he did. Left hook, left hook, left hook.
No, he has more to but no.
Lead hook, left hook to the body.
Yeah, he has more than a left hook, but I'm saying that's the only part of his game that's elite. Yeah.
Not an elite.
You know who else agrees with me? The people who move him, because look how they move him. No titled opportunities. He's damn near a YouTube fighter. Yeah, that's how I feel about him.
So if he's just a YouTube fighter, then this is why people going diss Tank, because he's fighting a YouTube fighter. At this stage of his career, why he don't fight an elite
fighter? It's smart for Tank to fight Ryan Garcia. He's gonna get a lot of credit.
So now
against a guy who's not. No, he's gonna get a lot of.
So now you telling me this? Now, okay, let's stay right there. So Gervonta Tank Davis is so scared of a YouTube fighter. Look at the shit he needs to put on the contract.
Well,
he's so scared of a YouTube fighter that he has a rehydration clause, needed a catch weight, and all that. Wow.
Why did he have to cut Ryan?
Wow.
I said they're moving him like a YouTube fighter. I didn't say he is a YouTube fighter.
I mean, you're really talking like he is a YouTube fighter. You said basically he's a YouTube fighter. That's what you said.
Basically, they're moving him like one.
So how they move Gervonta Tank Davis?
They kind of move him kind of similar, to be honest with you. They move him like a commodity type of fighter.
Oh, so he's a commodity, but he's not a YouTube fighter.
In the amateurs.
The way Devin and Shakur move, they're moving them like legacy type fighters. Like they're going for the belts. They're going for greatness. Tank and Ryan are here to sell tickets. Period. End of story.
How much you want to bet they all want to be in their place?
Who? Oh, Devin and Shakur.
Everybody
if Devin and Shakur keep doing what they're doing and winning belts, they'll get there. They just Ryan and Tank had a little head start. That's okay.
Nah, everybody that got every fighter is a prize fighter.
Of course, yes. Shakur wants to be a pay-per-view star. I agree with that, but he has to go through it the hard way. He didn't have Floyd Mayweather.
Fix your cheap ass phone, bitch.
Boxing is not prize fighting, dumb. Prize fighting is where you have a bag of money and guys fight for one bag, and if you lose, you don't get any money. That's prize fighting. Obviously, boxing's not that, right? So quit calling it prize fighting.
The fuck are you talking,
idiot?
Look at this crack.
I'm talking about.
Shut the fuck up! It's prize fighting, motherfucker. All these fighters is prize fighting, you bitch. What are you talking about? You see, the boxing guys is working again. The boxing guy don't want to listen to you. Now fix your fucking phone, you piece of human garbage.
Fuck you, faggot. Yeah.
Fix your fucking phone, you cheap motherfucker.
What are you gonna do, man?
Hey, Punch. As big as Ryan Garcia is, if he had Devin Haney or Shakur type of skills, this fight would have happened, and you know it.
Big, the only motherfucker that we seen with a beer belly is Gervonta Tank Davis, right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right. But I'm saying like the size difference is so ridiculous that Ryan really, if Ryan had great skills, he would dominate this fight.
There's not that big of a size difference.
It's a huge size difference.
No,
bro, I'm not in terms of height, not size, in terms of height.
Even width.
Ryan
Garcia always been a fucking stick. He always been a skinny ass kid.
Nah, he's definitely filled out as he's grown more into a man.
During the pandemic that he got some, you know what I'm saying, some muscle behind.
The pandemic. Oh, it's COVID.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was COVID. Yeah, it was COVID, man.
But it's obvious Tank and they listen. We're gonna see if they're underestimating him, but they obviously don't respect Ryan Garcia's skills because normally you don't fight a guy with this kind of advantage over you unless you don't think he's that good.
Well, they all respect it, but they're contemporaries.
No,
They're not
you
going.
don't. You
No,
don't. That's why you didn't see Triple G fight Andre Ward.
They're all
You don't.
contemporaries. They all have a potential to fight one another. They're not gonna big up each other like that. They're not gonna big up each other like that. You know when you're gonna hear these guys big up each other is when they feel like they're ever gonna get a fight with them, or one of them will jump to another division and stuff like that. And then they start giving props to each other.
We'll see.
But look at the press conference. You can hear. Look, they was what in New York was they giving props to each other left and right. Then today, Gervonta Tank Davis, all he got is the left hook. He's a great fighter before. But then the next day, he only got a left. Come on, man. These guys respect one another. They know each other. That's what I mean. All these guys know each other.
So what?
I think Tank
Now,
let
all
that.
of them-
I think that's.
now, all of
I
them-
think that's how Tank really feels.
But and all of them does. I think. But since Tank is the guy, the older guy, he's like the senior. You know what I'm saying? When they were sparring Tank it was the older guy, and these guys was teams. I think they all respect Tank. Because he's the older one. They know they gotta go through Tank. They all know they gotta go through Tank.
After Tank wins this fight, I need him to keep that same energy because he said he wants Devin or Shakur after this fight. I want to see if he keeps that same energy because he knows in the back of his mind that those are the guys that can actually beat him. Ryan Garcia is not that guy.
Well, the Haney's got the belt.
Ryan Garcia is like a stepping stone.
The Haney's got.
I think in terms of damage. For me, two guys are the threat. Is Ryan and Tio. In terms of just outboxing you, outpointing you, Shakur and Devin. But I don't think that Gervonta Tank Davis, especially when it comes to Devin or Shakur, I don't think he fears none of them. Not fear.
Yeah, well, Tio. If that's what you're saying, then Tio and Ryan their style are tailor made for Tank Davis. Because you're not gonna because he's got more skills than both of them. So if you want to be just a bang out, then the guy who's the more skills gonna win.
Yo, I got an issue with you, Punch. I've been listening to you, man. I got an issue with you. I gotta call you out on this. You mind? Why are you arguing with these trolls? You gotta listen who's speaking.
Oh my God!
Don't argue with this troll McSmith.
Here we go, Frank.
And this biased ass Dirk.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
I don't understand why you do. You can't get anywhere with these idiots.
You know boxing. I guarantee.
No, McSmith, you're a troll. It's obvious.
Fix your fucking phone, bro. You messing up the show.
Never know.
Shut up, McSmith. You fix your phone. You messing up the show.
You don't like it because I brought up technique, and you guys don't want to talk about.
You don't know nothing about no technique, bro. You know nothing about
Dirk,
technique.
let me ask Dirk something. This troll Dirk said, Dirk, aren't you the same one that said that Tank Davis is better than Inoue? Aren't you the same one that said that? You're the same person that says Tank Davis is better than Inoue, and you rate him higher. So this is the person that is talking. So you're listening to somebody that says that Tank Davis is better than Inoue. So where's Tank's belts? Where's his accomplishments? Where's his belts and accomplishments then? Where's his belts and accomplishments then? Because you want to criticize Ryan Garcia because he's not this, he's not that, he don't have this, he don't have that. Well, where's Tank's accomplishments?
No, I criticize Garcia because of his skills.
No, I don't. McSmith, you're a troll. You're just a troll. Nobody respects you.
Talking to you.
You're a troll. Go drink your past and kick your dog. But I'm asking Dirk Broke. Explain where Tank's accomplishments are at. Why does he fight? Did you see when Floyd Schofield was on here? What did he say about Tank and Floyd? Your idol.
It's dude. Schofield is trolling everybody.
No. But just what did he say? But just what did he say? What did they say about Floyd? Okay. Well, they said Floyd always had to have the advantage. And why did Tank Davis, if Ryan is so shitty, why did they have to have every advantage? Why did they not want the fight? They kept throwing all these curveballs and trying to not make the fight.
Wasn't it Ryan's idea to have at the fight at 136?
No, that's all been Tank Davis. He's been the one holding the fight up with all the
Tank
roadblocks.
said he wanted to fight at 135.
No, it's been Tank Davis that has all these clauses and didn't want the fight. I mean, that's the way it would
I
look
mean,
from the
Ryan didn't have
outside
to
in.
accept it. He could always
That's what the
fight
narrative is.
Devin Haney like the fight turned down before.
Yeah, but then
How
you
do you
hear
know what you're
legends like
talking
Bernard Hopkins speaking and saying, you know, when a fighter wants to fight, they just get the fight.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I'm sure Bernard Hopkins is not
yeah, he
biased towards
did.
Golden Boy.
When he fought Oscar De La Hoya, he had to come down to 156. He didn't make it a problem. He was like, I understand. I'm gonna go do it. He didn't have all
Guess
these
what?
stipulations.
I mean, I hope you have that same energy for Canelo.
Well, we're not talking about Canelo. Why do you want to bring Canelo in? It seems like you
I'm
have
just
this
saying,
bias.
if you don't have an issue with that,
It
then
seems
don't
like,
have,
but see, that's your bias coming out. It's like you have this bias for
no,
your
I'm the one being
fighters.
biased. I think you're
No,
projecting.
no, other people see it too.
Yeah,
Other
go
people
ahead,
see it
project.
too. They say that Dirk just has this
projecting
bias
and
for
good.
black fighters,
All you're doing is
which is
trolling.
okay. But it's
You
like
come
you
in
have
here
to
and
be
you're trolling.
honest.
That's all you're doing. You're straight up
I am
trolling.
biased towards my own fighters. Of course I am, but I also tell the truth. If Ryan Garcia
No,
was
but
more
see, that's the
skilled,
thing.
I'll
You
tell it
don't
like
tell
it
the
is.
truth because there's no way you can be truthful saying that Tank is better than Inoue. But then you have to answer the question: where's his
No.
accomplishments?
Inoue's got a better resume and legacy, but Tank, I think, has more skills.
Well, these guys
They can't both be true. Where's his
Yeah,
accomplishments?
actually, they can be. They can
But
be.
where's his accomplishments? Why isn't he accomplishing
Because,
the same
for
thing as
example,
Inoue?
and I don't care what nobody says, Sean Porter has got a better resume than Boots Ennis. I still think Boots Ennis has got more skills. So
Why do you bring all these? Can you do the same thing? You bring Boots, Canelo. Nobody's talking about that. Stick to the issue.
Just giving you an example.
No, you're not making an example. You're just bringing up random shit. The same shit you always do. You try to bring these biased arguments. You're just not truthful.
Oh, you're not biased?
Well, you're asking me a question. I'm answering. If you don't like it, it is what it is.
Well, no, it's just exposing you for your
You're
obvious
not
agenda
exposing
and
shit.
bias.
Broke
Yeah,
ass
no,
nigga, shut
people
the
can
fuck
see
up.
it. It's just obvious. See, there it goes. Your anger comes out. I was
knock
talking
it off,
to you.
maggot. Knock it off.
See, okay, there it goes. Oh, faggot, this and that.
Well, you
Fuck
are
off.
a faggot the way you're talking. You come
Okay,
in and
Miss
call
Smith, go
everybody a
kick your
troll,
dog and drink
and then
drink
you don't
your
talk
past.
about boxing. You talk about some other
And
shit.
we don't respect you, man.
I don't
So
give
why
a
did
fuck.
Tank Davis make it so hard for this fight? Answer that, Dirt.
I don't know. Why did Garcia sign it? Huh, motherfucker? Why did
Nobody
To make
forced
the
Ryan Garcia to
event.
sign that paper.
To make the
Sounds like-
event, to make it a big fight.
To make the money, asshole.
So what? Everybody
Well,
make
then tell
that
it
money,
like it
bitch.
is. And quit capping, fucker.
Out of here.
Quit
Why
telling
you jealous?
everybody
You
they're
don't want
trolls.
people to
Tank
make
has
money.
option.
You
Ryan
don't want
doesn't.
people to make
Avoid the
money
real
either. You don't
issue.
want people to make money either. You don't want these fighters to make money either.
I don't give a fuck if they fight for free.
So
and that's
why you mentioned this is prize fighting and nothing free over here.
It's not prize fighting.
No,
It's boxing.
the real
Prize
It's
fighting
prize
was
fighting.
outlawed a
It's
long
prize
time ago.
fighting. It's prize
Prize
fighting.
fighting was outlawed
It's prize
a
fighting. It's
long
prize
time ago.
fighting. It's prize
Long
fighting.
time ago.
It's
yeah,
prize
you know
fighting.
Prize
that's
fighting was outlawed a
The
long
real
time
question
It's
is
prize
why
fighting.
has Ryan Garcia been in 2 weight classes and has 0
he's
belts?
23. He's a young fighter. That's another thing that
He's
you
not 23.
somehow.
He's older than that.
But how old is he? Punch you.
He's
Punch
like
has this.
25.
24
No,
gonna
he's
be 25.
he's 24. Okay, so he's about 24. So he's 4 years behind Stank Davis. You know, so you got to give him some time. Stank hasn't really done much. What
Isn't
he
he
win? One
older than
legitimate
Devin
belt?
Haney?
How many belts has Stank won in 10
He's
years?
not ready to fight
What?
Tank Davis.
One legitimate belt? Is that what it is?
Both of them, to be honest with you, are doing the same shit, but Ryan is worse.
Ryan is worse. How? He's still young.
0 belts. I mean, Shakur is the same age as him. Devin is younger than him. They've accomplished more.
Accomplished more? How?
If Javante Tank Davis had
Devin is undisputed.
If Javante Tank Davis had
And he's
all
about to fight Lomachenko.
Look. If Javante Tank Davis had all the skills, why did his team was reluctant to put him in the ring versus Lomachenko?
You have to ask Floyd that question.
What do you mean ask Floyd? What kind of shit? Ask Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather knows his boxing.
You're preaching to the choir right now. I've been saying for a long time that Tank was moving funny.
But
so I'm not trying to argue with for that one. So I don't know why you're trying to argue with me about that.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying. I know that Tank got skills, but their team didn't think he has enough skills to even risk it. They'll risk it with Bam Rodriguez. They will risk it with Teofimo Lopez. Why they wouldn't risk it with Tank? If he has all these skills and why would they risk it with Tank?
Well, maybe the money wasn't there. Gee whiz, you think that was the problem? Yeah, fucker, that's what it was.
I mean, it's not like
There's
the
no money
PBC. It's not
there,
like
see?
PBC and
But there's money in a Tank
PBC
Davis.
and Top Rank just don't. Yeah. The money, like he said, it's probably a business thing. That wasn't a big fight. At
It's
that
probably
time.
a business thing. It seems like you have every excuse. That's all I always hear from you. Every excuse. But you know, For your boyfriend, booty anus, you have every excuse when his shit got called out. Now it's Tank. Ask Floyd. Well, why don't you ask the fighter himself? It's
All I'm
obvious they
saying
can
is,
make the fights.
look, this is what I say. At first, I had Tank beating Ryan, right? I see more, the older that Ryan got, is more of a 50-50 fight to me. The only thing I don't like about the Tank, I'm not going to say Tank or maybe his team, is the stipulations. With all the skills that he got, him being the favorite, him having all those skills, why does he need that stipulation versus a Ryan Garcia? They didn't even have that stipulation versus Mario Barrios.
There you go.
Ryan is not a lightweight.
So it's something that tells me about his team that they feel like Ryan Garcia is so much of a threat that they try everything just to have the advantage. They want to win the fight before the fight.
You mean like when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Marvin Hagler? Is that what you mean? And he got the bigger ring, and he got it 12 rounds.
Shut up, Nick Smith. You make no sense. Golly.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Shut up, Nick Smith.
Because even though let me tell you why, Punch. Because even though they know Tank is a more talented fighter than Ryan Garcia, Ryan is a much bigger man. So because of that,
that's why he makes it Barrios.
He's not so much of a bigger man like that.
He is a bigger man.
He's just taller. He's not so much of a bigger guy.
Wait a minute. So we got this little guy anyway that can go up and face the champion, and he's not making none of these stipulations. Why is he not doing that?
Going up from 118 to 122 is not the same.
It's the same thing.
But look at this.
See, this guy has every excuse. He wants to dodge and dodge.
Dirk, it's not even. One thing is a catch weight. The second thing is a catch weight and a rehydration clause.
Also, what's the height difference between Inoue and Fulton? Like 1 inch? It's not the same.
No, we're
thing.
talking about weight classes and fighters. So he can use that all his career. He just can be able to use
Tank
the
and Ryan's like 3 or 4 inches.
No, motherfucker want Ryan Garcia to juice. He want him to juice to rehydrate.
Yeah, first it was that he's juiced. Ryan's juicy. He's accusing him of juicing.
No,
It's just one thing after another.
No, I don't mean juice on PEDs. He want him to juice like to still be on the diet, like juice diet, like vegetable juice after the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Hey, is that your built-in excuse when he loses?
No, look, Tank is supposed to win. I mean, Ryan is not supposed to win this fight.
How is he supposed to win?
Yeah. What do you mean? Why is Tank supposed to win?
How is he supposed to win?
Tank is supposed to win. He's the favorite. He's older. He's more experienced. He has all the advantages.
Who do you think is going to win? Fuck with
And you know what's funny, that during this happened twice in yesterday's press conference and today when Ryan Garcia brings up the stipulations, Tank got nothing to say about it. All he said was, "You ain't got a left hook." Why doesn't he answers to Ryan Garcia the stipulations when he said, "You trying to drain me"? Why doesn't Tank say, "Nah, I ain't trying to drain you"?
He actually did answer that. He kept it 100.
When he said what he said to his face
he said that like look how big this dude is. I don't want him like what was he, not hydrating, but blowing up to like 20 pounds after fight.
Why? Because he does it.
Did Canelo do that to Bivol? Did he do that to him? So you know what? He could have did that, but he didn't.
They're thinking about doing that.
He did it to but he didn't. No, see, you have every excuse. You're a worm. You wiggle out of everything. You say, well, he was gonna do that, but he didn't.
He did that to Rocky Fielding.
No, you wiggle out of every situation. The only way that would be true if it was for a belt, but they don't have belts. So what's the excuse?
This is the same dude that likes Canelo, who created his own weight class at 155.
What's the excuse for that? What's the excuse for that? Why was it okay for Barrios, but now they want to have every advantage?
I don't really care, because that's what happens when you're the A side. You can do that. If you don't like it, fight somebody else.
But he's not really the A side.
But Ryan Garcia, he's a prostitute. He's begging for this fight. That's because he knows that this is the only time he's ever going to get a big time fight.
Tank is threatened by Ryan.
No, Tank is threatened by Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Those guys who can actually beat him.
I'm more of a Tank fan. I'm more of a Tank fan than he's threatened by Ryan.
Dirk, you think Tank would give Devin and Shakur these type of stipulations?
Yeah, he would. I wouldn't even
be surprised that Tank would want Ryan to have 10-ounce gloves.
Wait, Ryan had already moved up to 140, right?
Gervonta Tank Davis went up first.
Mm-hmm. And he fought
Yeah.
Barrios.
He went up there first.
What's that?
Bro, somebody could be holding a knife and you'll still find an excuse not
So
to
think about it. If
think they
Tank
did
was
it.
already moving up to 140,
Uh-huh.
and that's where the money is, then little by little, these guys gonna be like, it's time to go to
But
140.
why should Tank, when Tank is the A side, why should he accommodate for Ryan Garcia? Oh, let's go to your weight class, your natural weight class, and let's fight where you feel comfortable at. That doesn't make any sense.
But that's not Ryan Garcia's natural weight class, bro. He fought Javier
What is
Fortuna.
Ryan's natural weight class? Is probably
Javier
147.
Fortuna, look, Javier Fortuna and Ryan Garcia was for the lightweight. It was Javier Fortuna that couldn't make the weight, and in the last week they moved it to 140 because of Javier Fortuna. It wasn't for Ryan Garcia. It was
But
Javier
Ryan's been saying he wanted to go to 140, and eventually he did.
Everybody been saying they want to go to 140. Even Devin Haney is saying he want to go to 140.
He's a weight bully too.
They all look, they all, and I said this on the Boxing Voice and in the chat. I said they all outgrown the lightweight division.
Not Tank. Tank is a natural lightweight, probably
No,
130
Tank
pounder.
outgrown that shit a long time ago.
No, he didn't. Don't. That's because he has bad eating habits, but he's a small ass dude.
He's a short dude. That doesn't mean he's a small dude. He's a short dude. Canelo Alvarez is a short dude. Mike Tyson is a short dude. But you can't tell Mike Tyson.
What 140 pounder you know is 5'5"?
By height. So tell Mike Tyson to go to the welterweight.
But okay, even if you're talking, I know what you're talking about. Yes, Canelo is stocky. He's like big muscular dude. But Tank is not built like that. People just think he's big because he hits hard, but he's not some big brawly motherfucker.
No, he's not. But he rehydrates. Like the rest of them do. Tank is not like Manny Pacquiao welterweight where he makes 147 and rehydrates 5 pounds and comes in at 152.
Tank comes in on fight night at 152.
No, I'm saying that Tank Davis is not like Manny Pacquiao. Like Manny Pacquiao was a small welterweight where he weights in at 147, but come fight night he's like 152 because he's still a small, really a small dude.
Yeah,
you made that number. You don't know that at all.
Fix your fucking phone, bitch.
Pull that out of your ass. Pulled it right out of your ass, man.
This is Obama phone.
The boxing guys don't like it.
You're just making up numbers, and you're making up weight bully. You're making up all this shit.
Shut the hell up. Nobody who I ain't even say what weight bully, you stupid idiot.
Bro, 140 battle.
Everybody
talking to this guy.
140 ain't a division. 147 is, 135 is.
Shit. Everybody cut weight if you're not in heavyweight. Everybody cut weight. Everybody trying to seek an advantage. But he's trying to double the advantage.
Well, look, Ryan agreed to all the stipulations, so we don't need to talk about that no more. Let's talk about the fight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He signed without a line.
That's why
so he ain't got
I like the fight.
He ain't got no excuse.
Some people are just looking for excuses.
No. I think that some people is trying to devalue the fight. Like, this is a fucking great fight. But Ryan Garcia just is
not a great fight.
No, he's just not one dimensional.
It's not a great
young fighter. A good young fighter.
I think he is one dimensional. We'll see if he proves me wrong, but I think he is one dimensional.
Damn,
I'll tell you right now, Davidson Cruz is a better fight than what this is going to be.
Davidson Cruz.
That has nothing to do with skills. It has something to do with matchup.
Styles.
Isaac Cruz doesn't got more skills than Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, you sure don't.
What are you talking about?
I mean, neither one of them are super skilled, but
it doesn't matter.
A brawler can make
Garcia doesn't have the heart
like
McDonough. That's the problem.
McDonough don't got better skills that.
I agree with that part. I think Isaac Cruz will die in the ring. I don't know about Ryan Garcia.
McDonough don't got better skills than Manny Pacquiao, but he put up a better fight with Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly. That's why Isaac Cruz is a harder fight, low key, for Tank than Ryan Garcia.
And what did Tank said in the post fight interview? Do you want a rematch? He said, hell no. So that already told me something about Gervonta Tank Davis. That when the shit gets difficult, I don't know.
These same people up and up Ryan Garcia are going to throw him to the trash bin when he gets knocked out. Oh, he wasn't that good anyways. Yeah, okay.
No, you're saying that he's not supposed to win.
Look, I think especially in this community, they like Tank more. I think what has been a shift
Which
is the stipulation. I think even Tank fans doesn't like the stipulation. It's making Ryan Garcia look like he is a bigger threat. It makes Tank look like he's weak.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does.
And it's only your mind.
Look, this guy is just a dummy right now.
He's a troll, man. I told you. Stop arguing with him.
I never
It's
met
pointless.
a fucking
I'm a
60-year-old troll in my
troll.
life.
I'm a troll, huh? Well, he wants to act like he knows what's in the
You
Davis
60-year-old
Garcia
a troll.
contract, like it's
You
public
60-year-old a
knowledge.
troll.
And he don't have one fucking
If I
idea
say
what the
it's dark,
stipulations
if
of
I
that
say
contract.
it's dark, you want to say it's light.
He just said it, dickhead. He just said the weight clauses,
Punch.
the rematch,
Punch.
etc., etc. They were making it difficult.
Hey, Punch, and I want you to be honest with me. Do you view Ryan Garcia as like a future champ in multiple divisions and like a pound for pound level fighter?
Yeah.
Hell
I think he
yeah.
got the skills to do so. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, that boy Ryan gonna be a champ at 140 and 47 for sure.
He ain't better than
47,
Josh
okay.
Taylor, man.
But look how he's
Interesting.
gonna
Ryan
get
Garcia
now.
ain't
If
better
you
than
ask
Josh
me,
Taylor.
if you ask me, how's he gonna get there? You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. Like, look, there's champions that look at Paul Butler. I don't think that Paul Butler could have even beaten Casimero or Naoya Inoue or Nonito Donaire or Jason Maloney. But he got a title, got a vacant title, and he became a champion. Now, how about if you jump another weight class and do the same thing? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're saying he could win by vacant? So you don't think he can actually beat the actual standing champions?
I think we're on the verge of seeing less paper champs.
Like if I think that Ryan Garcia could beat Devin Haney. But I also feel like Devin Haney could outbox him. I'm just saying that it's I don't see any levels, like there's no levels like anybody really above anybody.
Can you beat Teofimo?
Who?
Ryan.
Hey,
Ryan has the ability to beat all of them, dude.
But Ryan Garcia got a good
Yeah,
chance
he got the
beat
power to
Teo.
knock out everybody. That's for damn sure.
If George Cambosa beat Teo, Ryan Garcia got.
Look, this is Tank's level. He's not going up any higher. This is his probably main level. Ryan has the ability to go higher, and that's what we're talking about.
In terms of weight class, right?
Even Teo,
not skills.
Teo will probably max out at 140.
Tank has already reached his ceiling. He can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even think so. To be honest, I don't.
I think Tank is.
I think
what
Tank
he
could
is.
fight Keith Thurman.
Yeah,
That's the
and
only
here's something I want to ask Punch. Punch? Let me ask you this: Who do you think the fighters themselves? So we're talking about these Shakur guys and Hanky guys. Who do you think they're rooting for? Let's keep it a buck. See if you have some critical thinking.
You wanted to speculate now, huh?
I think they all feel like the biggest threat, and you can hear it's Tank.
What a great question.
Well, no, my take was that I think they're rooting for Ryan because he's the big money fight. He's the one that'll fight him. I don't think Tank fights.
Unbelievable. A dude who's never fought on pay-per-view and it's a big money fight.
Shakur Stevenson said he want to fight. He wants to fight Tank. Teofimo Lopez said he wants to fight Tank. If Josh Taylor, he wants to fight Tank. Devin Haney said he'll fight Tank.
Devin Haney's bitch ass wants to fight him too. He needs to stop pretending like he doesn't.
No, but I'm talking about in terms of the boxing landscape. So what Canelo is right now, that's what Ryan with the win, that's what he'll be for those guys is their biggest money fight.
That's a big if.
Yeah,
no,
I think
that's
Ryan
what it'll
Garcia,
be.
If you mix and match it right now, it was a big fight. Even without a Tank fight, Ryan Garcia is a big fight for them.
Yeah, well, Tank will be even bigger than he already is if he beats Ryan. So it goes that way too.
No,
and
this is
they really
silly.
want to fight with Tank.
The legacy fight was
those fights will never.
Tank, there he goes.
No.
Oh, you're saying Tank will never fight him?
There he goes. Legacy.
No, let's keep it a buck though. A Tank Shakur fight is not as big as this fight. Any fight going forward, Ryan Garcia is bigger than all those.
It depends.
It depends. For me, the legacy fight was always Tank and Teo, Ryan, Haney, and Shakur and Loma.
First of all, if Devin Haney walks through Lomachenko, people are going to be begging for him to fight Tank Davis if he beats Ryan Garcia.
I wish Devin Haney shows up. I just don't want him to outpoint guys. I want Devin Haney to do something sensational, spectacular.
Right. If he does that to Lomachenko, people are going to be begging for Devin and Tank Davis. So that's not true.
If he don't, but I'm going to say it again, like I said to every fight, because that's the only thing I have.
He's not walking through
Devin Haney. And I tell his pops and I told Devin himself, is that you don't outshine your contemporaries. Outshine your contemporaries for once. In terms
It's
of
not good enough
performance.
to win a decision, or like at least like a boring decision. You gotta look good.
Nah, bro. I think y'all
You gotta
tripping.
look
I
good.
think if Tank just flat out beats Ryan and Devin just outboxes Loma, then there's going to be people calling for Tevin and Dank regard. I mean, I said Tevin.
Yo, it's a reason, bro. It's a reason why T.O. could fight in Madison Square Garden. Tank could fight anywhere. Ryan could fight in Cali. Even Virgil already fought in Texas. Even Bam Rodriguez fought in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, I don't even think could even fight in Oakland yet because doesn't have that buzz. What own arena says I want Devin Haney in our arena?
I mean, even Shakur can fight in New Jersey, like so.
And Shakur, but you know why? Because the way that he performed versus Hearing and Oscar Valdez, when he apologized to the fans before the Hearing fight, saying that he's going to perform better because he knew, and then he stopped Hearing, a credible champion, and then Oscar Valdez that beat Miguel Berchelt, the quote unquote boogeyman, knocked Oscar Valdez down. So I even argue when people be like, Shakur Stevenson is boring. Hell fucking no. That tag, that's it. He erased that tag. So now, when he looks spectacular and sensational, now look where he's at. In his hometown, getting 11 to 12,000 people in Newark. Because he performed.
Yeah, we're talking about these scenarios, but I think the guy who beats them all, this is dark horse. I'm predicting the future is Frank Martin's going to beat all these guys.
Frank Martin.
Yeah, he's going to beat Shakur and
I don't think he's a small fighter.
He's good,
that's my prediction. But I'm just saying that's probably in the future. But they already said that the winner of this fight, Tank Davis' trainer was saying that those guys. And the way he was saying it was they're going to have to fight each other. Tank is not going to fight them unless they fight each other.
They're going to duck the hell out of Frank Martin. Tank Davis, at least.
No. I think he was referring to Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. He said they need to step up. So, in other words, they need to fight each other before the Tank Davis will fight them. And I think Ryan will do the same thing. Well, Ryan will move up to 140.
He's undisputed. Devin Haney is undisputed. Why are we talking about Middle East? And why are we not talking about your home? I mean, even George Kambosa, when he had
because he's got
had a homecoming. Why
he's got he didn't build any connection with Oakland. Like I don't think he was barely even. How long did he live in Oakland?
I don't know.
So like there's no connection. He don't talk like somebody from Oakland. There's no connection with Oakland. They're not going to come out for him.
I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of brokenhearted people April 22nd. Man, I think Ryan knocks him out. It's going to open a lot of eyes. I think that's the best. That's the best outcome because I think Ryan will give everybody the fights that they want. I don't see Tank Davis giving the fight. Fighting.
Well, it's
the big
easy.
Fights.
It's easy to say because he wants to fight Tank Davis that all of a sudden that Ryan wants to fight everybody. But let's be honest, everybody wants to fight Tank.
No, I don't believe that.
He kind of is. He's the main guy in terms of attraction.
My belief is that ultimately
he's the Canelo of the 135 division.
Look, man, I'm telling you, look, you can believe it or not, but I'm just speaking the truth. I'm saying ultimately people want Ryan Garcia to win, and you can love it or hate it, but that's the way it
people?
is.
Let's be very specific. Which people?
The people. The people are going to support this fight.
Yeah, but you don't speak for the people.
That's a wide umbrella you're putting out there.
He's just trolling. He's just trolling, man. Don't even.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, so the hardcores are the hardcores, right? But this fight will transcend because it's bringing a lot of new eyes and faces.
Casuals.
And those are the people that support Ryan Garcia.
What new eyes and faces?
Tank's got a lot of casual fans too.
No, they don't support him. What do you have? 77,000 pay-per-views?
I think Devin.
Do you really believe that stupid ass number?
I think Devin had all the chances, and it wasn't in a position to be or to have what Ryan and Gervonta Tank Davis had.
No, he didn't.
Remember, he's
a boring ass fighter.
First, he was vouched by Floyd Mayweather first, then even Tank. He didn't know Tank, but when he already knew Devin Haney. Devin Haney was the first social media sensation. It wasn't Ryan or it wasn't Tank. He was the first social media sensation in YouTube. He was the one that was clicking almost $1 million when he was doing pad work with Senior and working with Roger and things like that. And
Yeah,
he was
but
with Roy Jones Jr. He was with
okay.
everybody. He was in position to be the superstar that these guys are. But you know why he's not the superstar like that? His performance.
No, I mean, okay, yeah, that's definitely part of it. But you gotta look at it this way too. What does Tank have? Tank has like that bad boy image, tattoos, like it's like a Mike Tyson type thing, and he knocks people out. Ryan Garcia, he's like the pretty boy movie star looks, and he knocks people out. What's interesting about Devin Haney? He's like for the most part well spoken dude, good boxing skills, but there's no edge. There's nothing interesting about him. You know what I mean? He's just a boxer, like
yeah. You don't like that. You want a brawler. You want a guy that stands toe to toe and throws punches.
He's Muslim. If he could get some Muslim fans.
Well, look, he's probably gonna get beat before he even gets the super fight because he's gonna have to go through Loma, and then after that it'll be Shakur.
I say this, man. If Devin
unless he moves to 140,
he'll move to 140 before he fights Shakur.
If Devin Haney loses to Loma, if Devin loses to Loma, I think he's gonna be in a deep hole.
Yeah, because there's no. You shouldn't lose to a guy where you have this much size advantage and you're younger and fresher. There's no way. Loma's a great fighter, but you should win this fight.
Because he won't have the strap, nor he will have the promotional company, because this is his last fight. So what's gonna happen? The Zone ain't gonna throw that money on him. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, and the winner of this fight will be the face of boxing. So, it is what it is.
Of Tank and Ryan?
You talk about a troll, man. That was a troll statement, and you know it.
No, it is. I'm telling you, you just don't want to believe it. The winner is going to be the face of boxing.
They're better than Tyson Fury, huh? Tyson Fury.
Well, Tyson Fury's from the UK. He's in the UK.
Boxing, boss. You're full of shit. Tyson Fury.
No, he can't even get his own
Tyson
fight.
Fury is not even top 2 right now as far as face of boxing. So how is that?
85,000 tickets in 90 minutes. 85,000 tickets in 90 minutes. That is the face.
Every UK fighter does big numbers over there.
Sometimes sometimes you have to read the writing on the wall. You have to look at what the press is saying, what the news outlets are saying, and they are making this the face of boxing fight. The winner will become the face of boxing.
So you're just repeating what they said. You don't have an original thought in your idea. You just repeating what they said.
No, it's just like if the number one movie at the theater is Creed, I'm going to argue and say it sucks and it shouldn't be. It is. Like, I may not like it, but the people speak, and we may not agree with the people, but the people speak, and they speak with their dollars.
Pound for pound is not a fact. Pound for pound is an opinion, and everybody's got one.
But pound for pound don't make you the face of boxing. The people make you the face of boxing. And then the press gets behind who they see has a following is going to make the most money, make the biggest fights.
That's not true either, because everybody's got their own version of who the face of boxing is.
No, the people speak. It's just like anything. It's like the number one movie, the number one burger. It's like the people speak. They like what they like. And they like these two guys. They like Ryan Garcia and they like Tank Davis. They each have their rabid fan base.
Yeah, they're all on Twitter and shit.
Exactly, and you're behind the times. They're on TikTok, they're on Twitter, they're on, all the social media, Instagram.
No, that's not social media. TikTok and YouTube are not social media.
Not social media. He got the answer to social
TikTok
media.
is.
What is it now?
TikTok is not social media.
Yo, John McSmith, you still got MySpace. Shut the fuck up.
Can you communicate on TikTok? I'm pretty sure you can.
This
you can interact with other human beings, so in a way, it's social media.
This is what they said. This is a social media fight, bro. This is what it is.
So in the AOL chat.
TikTok is a media platform where you can interact with other humans. It's a social media.
AOL, bro.
Come on now.
John still using AIM?
John probably don't even know what a computer is.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding.
I only got a degree in fucking the shit. But look,
fucking with you, John.
Got it, the green game.
Well,
yeah, I said this way back then, and people laughed at me.
Or else you'd have one, you fucking ignoramus.
Don't give me any. I said this when we first started talking about the fight. I said it's going to be the biggest fight in the year. This is the biggest fight we're going to have. Because even a Canelo fight, this is gonna trump a
What do you
Canelo
mean by
fight.
biggest?
It's
When
the
was the last
biggest
time?
fight, but the best fight is anyway.
When was the last time something trumped a Canelo fight? When was the last time that happened? Can anybody remember the last time there
So
was a
is
bigger
Frank
fight than a
embarrassing
Canelo fight?
himself again as usual?
Maybe Jake Paul and
Shut up,
Floyd.
bitch.
I had to bring in Canelo.
Frank, I
Was
told you,
it
stop
Floyd and
embarrassing
Paul?
yourself.
That was, but that wasn't even a real boxing. Well, Tyson and Roy was a big event. So, but that's not even boxing.
Well, that was a horrible event.
But it's
Frank
boxing.
repeats what the promoters tell him to repeat.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Even Fury Usyk, you're talking about the heavyweight undisputed won't even be as big as this fight. Like boxing people.
Nobody's really excited for that Fury Usyk. Like
I am. You just don't because they're you or bums.
No, I'm just saying. You notice people are not even really mad that it's not being made. That it keeps getting postponed.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like this is the fight people want, Tank Davis Garcia, and everybody's gonna criticize it because of who they are, but the winner.
You gotta remember, these aren't American fighters. Like Fury and Usyk aren't American fighters, bro.
I mean, I just think it's because the style matchup. If it was like Bivol and Better Beef, I think it would have more excitement.
American fighters. Or if it was AJ and Wilder,
and they're not based in America. Fury fights overseas. Usyk fights overseas. That's what it is.
So
I mean, it's a big fight to the hardcores and the people in the UK.
It's gonna be a shit fight anyway.
The American fight fan, it's not that big.
Yeah, the only one who could did it was Manny, but he had a whole country behind him. But a face of boxing. Well, Canelo's Mexican, but he fights here. Like all his fights are here, So he's the face of boxing.
America's the Mecca.
But I think with
what
this fight, his face of boxing days are over.
What do you think about
this
Tank
this
weight training?
fight does what they think it's going to do.
4 pounds. That's a bit low, isn't it? Tank can fight at 140.
But this
He's
is
fought at
definitely
140.
bigger than a Canelo fight.
Hey, I'm talking. Frank, shut the fuck up. Don't ever talk like that. He's drained in 4 pounds. That's like a big asterisk next to this fight, in my opinion.
And he can fight at 140, but does he belong at 140? No, because it's obvious Tank is not a natural light welterweight or whatever.
Well, okay,
or
138, like 138. 1 pound.
If you're doing stuff like that, Mirage, you're accommodating to Ryan Garcia, and why would he do that?
No, but now he's just accommodating completely to Tank. It's the other way. To me,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you're the A side.
Yeah, but
we might not like it, but it is what it is.
A side, I mean,
they all do this. Floyd did it.
That's
Canelo did it, and now Tank is doing it.
How much of an A side is Tank?
We don't really know because Ryan's never fought on pay-per-view.
No belt. We know.
Yeah,
we
but
know
he's the one. He's a pay-per-view fighter. He's the one selling all the tickets.
He's not selling all the tickets. That's unfair.
He's sold out every single show he's done so far. Last 5 fights has been sold out.
Garcia's bringing a lot of fans. You gotta be fair. He's bringing a lot of fans.
Yeah, well, you're talking about motherfuckers on Twitter or Instagram. Give me real numbers.
Well, we're assuming that's going to carry on and follow through.
Yeah, well, then all we're doing is assuming at this point. But in terms of real numbers, Tank has given us real numbers, and he's got superior numbers.
Okay, even if this is how it has to be, we're not going to have Garcia at his best, right? He's going to be 4 pounds below what he's been fighting the last 2 fights.
Well, he was just fighting at 135 just a year ago. So what's it going to do to be at 136?
It's still 4 pounds. It's not insignificant. It's still
it is insignificant.
Quite a lot.
Mirage, 4 pounds is nothing. I can go take a 4 pound shit. It ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you sort of with that whole in terms of weight, but for the division, 4 pounds is a bigger percentage at these smaller weights than say a bigger weight. So
Tank has already given up reach, height, all that stuff. So you want him to fight a guy that's gonna hydrate 20 pounds the next day? Come on now, what are we doing?
I'd love to know what does he usually rehydrate to?
What's Ryan Garcia probably hydrates to 155 or 60 on fight night.
No.
He's huge.
Boy, you crazy, bro.
Him and Devin Haney, they probably hydrate to 160.
You telling me if a guy strips off a bunch of weight to make weight, and then over a 48-hour period puts on fucking 10 pounds or whatever it is you claim that they're putting on, that doesn't have sort of drain on him physically, that his body can handle that? That seems like a lot to go through to me.
Yeah, I wanted to see him like, okay, Tank's the man. None of these fucking, none of these conditions. Just you want the best Garcia. That would have been better, in my opinion.
Who's got the bag? Quit riding on the bag.
I don't like all these because there's always now there's going to be a question mark. Say if he knocks him out, the question mark.
Yeah,
oh, he was weight drained.
It's built-in excuses, is what it is. It's built-in
Yeah,
excuses.
those are built-in excuses because there's a lot of people picking Ryan Garcia. If you feel so confident in Ryan Garcia, you should be able to give Tank credit if he knocks him out. Then
is that Rupstar eating chips again?
That's Punch eating him fucking Dominican fucking crisps.
Yeah.
Jake Paul makes Take's numbers look like snot. That's according to Peter Von Arx. Jake Paul is a bigger draw.
Jake Paul is the face of boxing. Did you see Jake Paul running away from Floyd?
You are a troll, my friend.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jake Paul got pressed by Floyd and his crew, and he ran for the hills. It's on video on YouTube. Look it up.
Who did?
I saw that.
What happened? Say that again.
Floyd Mayweather and his posse. They saw Jake Paul at a concert. Outside a concert, they started pressing him.
Jake Paul
and he ran away.
Jacob will fuck up Floyd Mayweather.
It's on video. Jake Paul's running for his life.
Jacob will fuck up Floyd Mayweather in a street fight.
Jake Paul will fuck up Floyd in a street fight.
Yep.
I mean, he's damn near a cruiserweight. Maybe.
Yep.
Shit.
Jake Paul is just as recognizable as Mayweather. He don't need no bodyguards around him.
Okay, don't be disrespectful.
What?
Don't be disrespectful.
Then you saying that Jake Paul is not just as recognizable right now?
No. Maybe with the YouTube generation.
I mean, just a YouTube channel, bro.
No. Like in terms of like everybody, like for example, like if you were asking some random person's mom, who do you know, Floyd Mayweather or Jake Paul? Who do you think they're going to say? They're going to say Floyd.
Man, just like Mike Tyson said, Floyd is a scared little man, bro. You don't need all that fucking bodyguards. Ain't nobody trying to get you, bro.
First of all, Mike Tyson is the last person when he talked about morals. Like, come on, fuck out of here, Mike Tyson.
Careful, Punch. That's Dirk's idol, man. Don't disrespect the TVE. He's a fraud. Fraud name runner.
You don't need no fucking. You act like you the president. You got like fucking the Secret Service guardian.
Yeah, man. Fraud's a has-been. Nobody buys this shit anymore. He's a has-been, man.
You're a has-been as well, Frank.
Oh my gosh, this guy. You're obsessed with me.
Yeah, I am.
I like it. I know. You asked for
You're
me.
so fucking annoying. It's so annoying.
What annoys you the most so I can do it more? Tell me what annoys you the most.
Opening your mouth?
Opening my mouth. Do I address you?
Yeah, speaking.
Well, it has to be something. I mean, that's so general, man. When I speak about what?
When you speak about boxing.
When I speak about boxing? Yeah. Well, what about it? What has really grind your gears, Mirage? You gotta be specific. No, it's gotta be. What was it that hurt your feelings? So I can, apologize.
All your takes, all your hot takes in boxing.
My hot takes? Nah, I just tell the truth, man. That's all I could do. I don't make anything up.
You don't either. You bullshit.
Nick Smith, you're worse than Mirage.
You're a fucking troll, dude.
There you go.
What, you don't agree that Ryan Garcia will be the face of boxing?
Face of boxing is an opinion. It doesn't mean shit.
No, it's not an opinion. It's a fact.
I can say he's face of boxing right now. I can say he's pound for pound right now. That'd be just my opinion.
Well, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it is, dum-dum.
No, face of boxing
is an opinion. It's not
is about doing the pay-per-views.
Look. Anything that you say, Joanna McSmith is going to go the other way.
Oh yeah, I already know.
I'm stepping
Michael
back
Jackson is black. He's going to say he's white. If you say Michael Jackson is white, he's going to say it is black.
No. No, that's a lie.
If you say if you
Go back
look,
and
you
go
like
back and
Tyson
eat your
Fury,
chips, man.
if you say that Tyson Fury is good, he will
Eat
find a
your
way to say
Doritos.
that Tyson
Go
Fury.
back and eat
Hey,
your
when you
Doritos.
say face of boxing, you mean he's going to
Yeah.
overtake Canelo?
Yeah, this is going to be a bigger fight than anything Canelo does this year.
But that doesn't mean he's going to be the face of boxing because he has one bigger fight. Do you think he's going to overtake Canelo in status as the face of boxing?
He will overtake because Canelo's on his way out. Like somebody has to fill the void.
And
So
that
beating
John,
Tank Davis is going to put him ahead of Canelo suddenly.
Canelo fighting John Ryder isn't doing any justice.
If this fight does 800,000 pay-per-view buys, and for whoever wins will basically become that guy. So Frank, even though I never agree with him, he's right. You'll be considered the next guy in boxing if you win. If you win,
I agree with that.
Doesn't he look spectacular? He needs to look spectacular to do it. Though.
I agree with that too. I think Canelo's probably doing a little bit of disservice with his own brand. If he picks Ryder, look at that Bivol fight. It wasn't packed because nobody knows Bivol. Nobody's going to know Ryder. Now, I can understand if the fight was in the UK.
Yeah, man, you gotta have a dance partner.
In the UK. He needs a good dance partner.
You can only carry a promotion for so long. I mean, even the Caleb Plant fight that did big numbers. The part of the reason that did big numbers is because Caleb Plant tried to slap Canelo, and that trended all over Twitter. So people wanted to see that fight all of a sudden. So Caleb Plant did his part in promoting that fight.
Hey, Dirk, does it worry you that you're agreeing with Frank? Because that would worry.
Everybody has
me.
to eventually, man.
Personally, I get worried if that happens.
Sometimes, what do they call that term where sometimes, every has to
broken clocks is correct once a day.
Everybody has to agree with me at some point because I tell the truth, man. I tell the truth. I don't tell no lies.
But you can't. In order to become the face of boxing, you have to fight another super popular fighter. That's what Floyd did with De La Hoya and vice versa.
Yeah, that's what this fight is. It is that crossover fight.
We need to see so you guys think it's going to be a huge pay-per-view, like close to 1 million, by the sounds of it.
If they do their job in promoting this fight, do all the silly shit because they're going to have to. It can get close to that.
I wish it does.
What a joke!
That's what I don't get. If you're a boxing fan, you want to hope this does good. Because as a boxing
it's
fan,
good for the sport. We need casuals. You can't survive without casuals, and that's for any sport.
I don't give a fuck about it. The paper.
Yeah, we need people like Frank.
Yeah, I'm supposed to care about how many pay-per-views because I'm supposed to care about the future of boxing.
Care about the fight.
You don't give a fuck about it much. You don't care about
all of them.
Don't
Frank, Lisa's no hard times boxing. We need
don't
casuals
pretend
like
like you care about the state of the boxing business because you don't care about it at all.
You don't care about it at all.
You sure don't care about it any more than I do. Yeah, you can mock me all you want to, fat boy. Mock me all you want to. I forgot more about boxing than you'll ever know, son.
Women all fucking their hopes go to fucking jail and apologize to the pregnant woman he had and
again.
I hate boxing. I hate my life. My name is John McSmith, and I hate my life.
Yeah, I mean, think about this.
I hate my wife, not my wife.
Well, think about this. So you have Canelo gonna have a fight. It probably won't be as big as this. And then even if Manny Pacquiao comes out, I don't think it's as big as this. So that's
Manny Pacquiao better stay his ass home.
So we're talking about that's the face of boxing to me. If you if you're in a bigger fight over the face of boxing, the current, and then a former in Manny Pacquiao, and you're still bigger than them. I mean, I think
you're not outselling Tyson Fury. So what about that?
Oh my
God, dude, stop.
Well, I depend.
What do you mean stop? He sold 85,000 tickets to the Lillian White fight in 90 fucking minutes. If that ain't the face of boxing, tell me who is.
It depends on who Manny is fighting.
If he's gonna fight Conor Benn, right? Like if he's
but I was gonna say if Manny was to fight Earl Spence right now, nobody give a fuck about this Tank fight.
I don't think so, man. People look at things like these guys are young, man. Like that sells.
Tyson, man, at least these guys are social media superstar, but this guy Tyson Fury, he got his fans because he wanted to be a victim, because he has mental illness and he was going through drugs.
Nobody wants to watch Earl Spence beat up a 40-year-old man. Like, what are you talking about?
That is cap. That's the fight y'all were looking for. That's
no, it's not. We want to see Earl Spence fight Crawford. That's the only motherfucker he should be fighting.
The fight you guys wanted was Manny Pacquiao.
Man, fuck Manny Pacquiao. We want to see Spence and Crawford. That's the only one we want to see.
People try to
Fuck
kill.
Spence and Crawford.
You must not like Manny Pacquiao because you must want him to be a vegetable or some shit. Coming back
were killing
at 40
Conor
years old
Ben.
fighting Earl Spence.
People are killing Conor Ben for taking a fight with Manny, but they wasn't doing.
They
They
should.
didn't have the same energy for
Like,
Earl Spence.
why do you want to fight Manny when you got all these other welterweights around? Huh? Explain that.
Easy money.
You talking about Conor Ben?
You could fight Mean Machine.
Are you talking about Conor Ben?
You could fight Butayev.
But if you fight Manny, you're fighting an old man with diminished skill.
Are you talking about Conor Bender?
Yes.
Why the fuck wouldn't Conor Ben fight Manny?
I mean, yeah, it's good for him, but it's good for him personally, but it's not going to do it for his legacy.
All these young welterweights, right? That Conor Ben is the biggest out of all of them.
He's the biggest. You mean like the most popular?
From Jerron Ennis to Virgil Ortiz to Rashidi Ellis, all them guys coming up that Conor Ben.
Nah, he's popular where he's from though. That's the thing.
That's only because people in the UK actually love boxing.
And that's why fighting Manny Pacquiao is a good fight for Conor Ben because Manny Pacquiao has that resume.
I'm saying it's a big fight, but I'm saying, but it's not even bigger than this fight. Like I'm saying that I'm just comparing. I'm just comparing, saying that the former face of boxing and then the current one is still not as big as this fight. That's all I'm saying. Is he
going to get any credit for beating Manny Pacquiao? A 40-year-old. How old is Manny? 43.
Credit for beating Manny. Only a hater.
Because he's fucking 40 plus years old.
Only a hater would not give Manny credit.
Did you see Manny his last fight?
I'm not giving Manny any credit. Because
only a hater would not give Conor credit.
The only person who will get credit for this fight is if Manny somehow wins.
I guarantee you this: if Pacquiao beat Conor, he gonna get all the credit in the world.
Of course he will, because he's like fucking 50. He should get credit. You beat an in prime fighter when you're like damn near 50 years old.
Given a boxing license. That guy's going to end up like.
If Floyd came out of retirement right now and fought Earl Spence and lost, you think anybody's gonna be like, damn, Floyd? I guess you're not as good as you thought we were. No, they're like, Floyd is fucking 45 years old. He should lose to Earl Spence.
The fuck we are?
Come on now, like be real. Like there's
that's a bullshit statement.
You always say some bullshit. Why do you always want to see like fights? Why don't you never want to see motherfuckers fight in their prime? Like you just love watch the fights. You like Keith Thurman. You want to see Manny Pacquiao. Like, is there any fighter that you like in their prime? Like
who?
I'm trying to figure out.
Like you really trying to argue for Manny Pacquiao and Conor Ben, and we got Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia coming up.
Manny Pacquiao is finished. He's done. He's washed.
Let me ask you a question. What would you rather watch? In a way, Fulton or Pacquiao and Conor Ben?
People were thinking that when Pacquiao was fighting Thurman, Pacquiao.
No, answer my question.
Dan sure upset Thurman.
Answer my question, Tip.
We had him going in there beating fucking Ugas, and we saw how that went, bro. You never know in the sport of boxing. Manny Pacquiao could very much beat Conor Ben. This is a step up fight for Conor Ben to see what Conor Ben is.
Yeah, because his resume is trash.
Do you know? I think it was crazy. Imagine if Manny Pacquiao came back, beat Ben, and then Ryan beats Tank, and then they fight. Dude, I could see that happening. That'd be nuts.
Like Conor Ben loses to Manny Pacquiao, he needs to retire.
Nah, let's say Pacquiao does come back and he beats that dude. Ryan wins this fight. Man, I mean, I don't know.
Is he gonna pull out like last time?
Yeah, that's what I was saying because they had talked about it. Ryan said that they were in talks a while back.
I won't believe David Benavidez versus Canelo is a big fight until David Benavidez fights on the East Coast.
Who says that?
Dude, Berlanga and Canelo is a bigger fight than Benavidez. Trust me.
Oh my God.
Benavidez needs to fight on the East Coast, bro.
Well, if Benavidez beats Caleb Plant, you can't be saying that shit.
He needs to fight on the East
No,
Coast.
I didn't say the better fight. I said the bigger fight.
You got to fight on both coasts, bro.
First of all, those people that you think who rock with Berlanga, they don't rock with him no more.
They would if they will. They'll come back. Trust me, man. They'll come back if he's gonna face Canelo Alvarez.
Those Puerto Ricans are not gonna pay their hard-earned money to watch this dude fight.
If 800, a million people got Canelo Triple G, it'll do about the same or probably more, especially with his Puerto Rican fan base. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you guys don't look at boxing the way it is. You look at it the way you want it to be, not the way that it is. You know.
Oh yeah,
Why would you, as a
are
boxing
about.
fan, be happy to watch him fight Berlanga? He hasn't earned that fight.
I don't give a shit. I
What you
don't
mean
I don't give a
Berlanga
shit
hasn't earned
about
the fight?
earn, and I don't give a shit about any of that. I just
What do
want
you mean
to see the
Berlanga
fight.
hasn't earned the fight?
Unbelievable.
Well, how hasn't Berlanga earned the fight?
Who has he beaten?
He beat
Man, and you know what?
everybody.
Forget who has he
beat
beaten.
everybody
He
they
hasn't
put in
even
front
looked
of him.
impressive.
He beat everybody they put in front of him.
He hasn't looked impressive.
Berlanga is a modern day TSYZU.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
hope you're talking about the son.
analysis. No, but TSYZU has done. He hasn't really done much.
TSYZU ain't beat nobody but Terrell Goucher.
Yeah, and he got
Well,
knocked
that's
down.
why I respect. But at least
know.
TSYZU is fighting Harrison, which is he didn't have to fight Harrison. He could have picked somebody else.
Yeah, but Harrison already got beat. You know, by the
Charlo.
Y'all gotta think in terms of you gotta think in terms of like what's the biggest fight. You know, you gotta think in those terms. Like, what would these guys want to do?
Yeah, well,
when
you
they're
can
thinking
talk about that shit. I want to see who the best versus the best.
Well, that is the best versus. That's what you're gonna get.
Berlanga's not the best.
No, it's getting the biggest fight. That's, as a boxing fan, that's what you should want. I know what you're coming from more. No, I know. No, let me say, you're coming from more of like a purist and the best. You come from more like a purist. I'm talking just as strictly as a fan, and what has appeal and what sells is the biggest fights. So a Berlanga fight, if they build it up the right way, would be huge. You know,
the only reason you're interested in that fight is because you know Berlanga's not a threat to your boy Canelo.
No, I don't give a shit about if it's a threat to Canelo. He could probably knock out Canelo. You don't know.
Otherwise,
no, you don't know. I mean, look, man. Floyd fought Robert Guerrero. Like, come on, man. Like, he was no threat.
He also beat Canelo.
Yeah, but I mean, he had those type of fights, you know, and then eventually he built up to a Canelo fight. So, you know, that's what boxing is about: is building up to the biggest fights. Like, you know, we were talking about
no damn build up. If Benavidez beats Caleb Plant, that's enough build up.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I got a question.
What do you want,
boxing is about? Building up to the biggest fight?
That's what it's about.
When did boxing become that?
It's always been about that. It's always building up to the biggest fight.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. It's always been about building up the biggest fight.
You're making shit up as you go, man.
No.
You just made that up.
It's historical, bro. Like Bernard Hopkins. You have these names like Bernard Hopkins, Lennox Lewis. They weren't really stars in their era. Like we glorify them now, but during their time, they weren't. The name was Roy and Mike, like that. Lennox and even Evander to a certain point was an afterthought because he was a cruiserweight and he didn't come on till later. And then they start talking about him. But Mike didn't necessarily feel compelled to fight him. These fights have to be built up. I mean, we don't like to talk about it, but that's how you do it. You know, like when we were talking about Teofimo and he was going to fight Regis, I said, that's not really the fight. He should just go straight to Taylor. And everybody said, oh, he's not going to do that. He shouldn't do that. And that's what he's doing because that's what you do. You build to the big fights.
Man, Tyson Fury would never.
You don't go backwards. Fighting Regis would be backwards. Why are you going to fight the guy to beat the guy? Right? That's what Tank has done his whole career. He's fought guys that already
that's
beat.
what Haney's going to do.
And Tyson Fury would never be the face of boxing.
And Loma's already got beat. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, put it this way. Shakur, his trajectory is looking like he will probably have a better fight with Loma. Like, that'll be a bigger fight than Haney and Shakur, right?
Haney ain't going to beat Loma.
No, it depends how Loma looks against Devin. If Loma gets washed,
take for example someone like Jermell Charlo, right? He's the one undefeated 154. Where's his big fight? He doesn't have he's getting long in the tooth, so he needs a big money fight. What could be his big money fight? Like that's what you ultimately work for. You know, I mean the belts help, but it helps you get to that big money fight. What probably Earl or Bud? I mean, it's nobody you can think of right now. Fighting TSYZU is not going to do it for you. You know,
so you got to have a belt to get to that big fight. What you said?
Well, there's no big names that are at 154.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he's done, but he's not. He wants the big money fight. I'm assuming that if I'm him, you know, that's what you work for is the big money fight. The same thing with Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I mean, they've had some careers, but they've never had that big Canelo Alvarez fight, you know, and that's what Ryan Garcia represents now with the win, or Tank Davis
Who y'all
to
talking
some
about
extent.
that?
You know, so even Shakur, if he's looking, he's like, damn, who do I want? Do I want Haney or I want Tank? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Haney's undisputed. Let me go get Tank. That's the big money fight. That's the fight that you want.
Who y'all talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what. So like with Berlanga, that's what he said. He said Top Rank wanted to have him still do step up fights. It's like, what do I want to keep doing that for? I want the big money fight. Give me Canelo Alvarez. So he went to go where he can get him. You know, even if T.O. beats Taylor, well, what's his big money fight? Who's he looking at? Is Regis? He's not gonna fight Regis. That's not a big money fight.
He should, but boxing.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you how the fighters and the managers and how they look at things. You know, and as fans, that's what we should want is like the biggest money fights.
Okay, that's what we should want.
Yeah, like take somebody in limbo, Deontay Wilder. He's not gonna fight like there's people Hergovich, Joy Joyce. What is that gonna do for him? Andy Ruiz. Those fights do nothing for him. He wants to either Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Like that's it. There's nothing else. What does he need to do? Does he need to fight for a belt? Nah, he's already been there, done that. He's looking to cash out the biggest money fight.
No kidding.
You know?
I've only been saying that as long as I've been on here. That they only fight for one reason, and that's money. No matter what Trump punch tells you, they fight for money.
Yeah, it's a dangerous sport. Your career could get ended one punch.
They don't care about belts.
Yeah, but it's not as
They don't care about nothing but money,
man.
But it's not as easy as that because you take what was it this Matias guy? Did you guys see that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not a name. He's not money. Not like he's so dangerous, but fighting him is gonna be pointless.
He's a Showtime fighter, right?
Yeah, but you know who would make sense is Rolly Romero's getting a title shot. So it's like, man, I hope Rolly Romero wins because then that's the fight. You know, everybody's gonna be gunning for Rolly Romero if he has a belt.
if they try to set up a Tank Davis, what's his name, Matias fight at 140, we're not gonna be mad at that.
No, I Tank would never fight Matias. That wouldn't make no sense.
Rolly needs to fight on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. There goes the DMV? Isn't that what
Rolly,
if Rolly wins a belt, I'm gonna laugh.
Let me tell you this.
He's going to, bro. Watch.
Rolly would sell out. Rolly would sell
That's
out.
funny.
In
He
the
will.
DMV, bro. Rolly will sell out in the DMV. I promise you, Rolly will sell out in the DMV.
Imagine a T.O.
Bro, listen. You gotta understand the DMV audience, bro. Like they love ignorant shit like that, bro.
Yeah,
they gonna talk.
They sell out.
He doesn't even represent the DMV.
He doesn't, bro. But it's.
Dude, imagine
Tank's fan base. Already is attracted to that name, bro. So they'll come out to see Rolly fight.
Imagine, look, peep this. Imagine a Tank. Imagine a Rolly Romero Teofimo unification. That'd be nuts, dude.
They're like best friends. They would never.
Oh
yeah, that's right. They are. I forgot. But that shit would still be nuts, though.
But the ones that are just casual and just interested, they'll come out to see Rolly, bro. You ain't gotta have it in a big venue. You can have it at the MGM over there by the National Harbor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rolly will do well, bro. I'm telling you.
What is DMV?
The DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta have these fighters gotta start moving around, bro, rather than fighting in one location. And a lot of them could do it.
Well, that's up to their promoter to make them an attraction, you know?
Yeah. I think David can do it, you know what I'm saying? But David gotta have the right dance partner. Like I said, Belong is a good dance partner for David.
Yeah,
but there's not really a Mexican fan base.
David will end that dude's career.
That's why if David fights Berlanga, David would have to be the Dominican Monster.
Nah, he's smart to stick with that Mexican monster.
Y'all sleeping on a Berlanga, man. Watch, dude. He's gonna prove people wrong. I'm telling you.
Hell no. I wouldn't put my money on that dude.
Bro, you don't understand boxing, man. You don't understand the way it works.
Are you trolling, Frank?
I can't believe this.
Huh?
Are you trolling about Berlanga?
No, I'm being dead serious.
So even after, how do you think he looked against Angulu?
You know what? People were saying he was injured, and I believe him that he.
Oh, so you got the excuses ready.
Nah, man, people get injured. It's sports, you know. People do get
What was his
injured.
injury? What was his injury?
I heard someone say it, but it was
Well, who's somebody? What, your
shoulder
next door
related
neighbor?
or back
Next
related.
door neighbor?
No. Just people
Well,
in
he seemed to be
boxing
throwing
talk.
punches. He seemed to be throwing punches pretty decent to me.
Well, you of all people should be understanding, consider your favorite fighter's history.
Okay, let's say he wasn't injured. Let's just say that was Berlanga, 100%. How would you rate
100%
that
Belenga.
performance?
It was pretty lackluster, you know.
So,
but no, I mean, look, man, I understand that people have off nights. People have bad nights. They don't look good, and then they can come back and look better, you know. I mean, Manny Pacquiao lost, Eric Morales lost. I mean, I've watched many years of boxing, and I've seen guys lose and come back and reign again. You know, Arturo Gatti had about 3 careers, bro. Tito Trinidad had a few careers. Oscar De La Hoya had about 5.
It's not just about losing. It's how you look in the ring. What do you show in the ring? To me, he showed his power was overrated. His power is nothing special at all. Boxing ability mediocre. Very basic. Speed.
Yeah. Who's
mediocre.
Who's he
Like
talking
he's just
about?
mediocre top to bottom.
You think Berlanga has mediocre boxing skill and speed?
Yeah, at best.
Let me tell you about Berlanga, bro.
So that doesn't change. That's his attributes. So that's not going to change. That's a red flag right there.
Berlanga has outstanding power. His
Based on
footwork.
what?
What do you mean, bro? Have you seen what he's done to his opponents? His footwork is astronomical. It's not even up for comparison.
His opponents. I mean, all those bums.
And then like
all the garbage collectors and Uber drivers that he fought to start his career.
His ring IQ is sensational.
Where was his power? What about Steve Rolls? Was he injured against Steve Rolls, Frank?
Frank?
No, I didn't see that.
What do you mean? You didn't see the fight?
No, I didn't see him get injured.
So, how do you rate his performance against Steve Rolls?
It was okay. I mean, the guy was pretty experienced, you know.
Okay, he got knocked down. He got hurt. He got rocked multiple times by a guy with a 50% KO ratio who's a journeyman. You reckon that's okay?
No, I said it was an off night. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
people have off nights.
You said it was an off night versus Angulu. I'm talking about Steve Rolls.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, those things happen.
So 2 off nights in a row.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't say that it's not, but like I said, man, I just believe in him. I think he has some good traits, and I think he can beat some people. The power, I've seen him. You know, he has some boxing skills. It's not like he don't have no skills.
But he's gone to a decision in his last 4 fights. What power are you talking about?
Well, I mean, what does he have? 99% knockout ratio, or how many?
No, but we're looking at the most don't you want to look at the most recent?
Yeah, I seen the fights, and like I said, they were okay.
No, they weren't okay. It was shit. His performances were shit. His performance against Angulu was embarrassing. He was getting walked down by Angulu, who hasn't fought in 2 years. Did you see what Benavidez did to Angulu?
I might have.
Yeah, you need to go back and watch that because
who looked more impressive? Let me test Frank. Who looked more impressive against Angulu?
Well, obviously David, right?
Okay. So at least you're sane.
Tip, can you stop trolling for 1 second?
Who's trolling, bro?
You always want to go against the grain. It's annoying.
Look, no, man, look, I've just seen a lot of boxers. We write them off. You know, these guys like Marcos McDonough, who was Ricardo Mayorga. You know, guys come out of nowhere, and you know they have some losses before. This Matias guy, he lost before. It happens, bro, and they write people off, and people are writing Berlanga off. And I'm just telling you, I wouldn't sleep on them.
You know that Berlanga changed promoters because he didn't want to fight certain people. In other words, he didn't want to fight tough opponents.
No, what he said was he didn't like the trajectory. He didn't want to keep fighting step-up fights.
Okay, so what does that tell you?
That means he wants the bigger fights. He wants to go for the big names.
Man, does he look like somebody who's ready for the big fights? Why would
It doesn't matter. Trust me, man. It doesn't matter.
You said yes.
So if you have an educated boxing eye, which you obviously don't, Frank, you can tell the way a fighter looks. Even if he's unbeaten, and Berlanga hasn't lost, you can just tell this guy doesn't have it. This guy just doesn't have it to be like a top.
Bro,
top
what do you
fighter.
mean?
That's a
Man,
fact.
you can't just judge that so early,
This
bro.
guy is like B- level at best. For that's his category. You can tell. Now, you don't understand that already. You'll understand what I can see now, and what other people can see in about 2-3 more years.
Nobody gives them a chance. I understand that nobody's giving them a chance.
Honestly, Mirage, I can't wait.
He's at 20 fights.
Mirage, I can't wait
Who
until
did
the
he
day
sign
you
with
become a
again?
head
DAZN?
coach. I can't wait until the day you become a head coach and trainer and you have your own gym and fighters.
Don't need to do that. Yeah, Dirk. They're going to feed him a couple of bums and line him up to fight Canelo.
No, I'm saying because
he went to the right promotion to duck people.
Yeah, but who are you going to find that he can comfortably beat? I mean, if he struggled with Angulo and Rolls, who are you going to find?
Bro, maybe he's
Make
just
him
better
look
against higher opposition.
They'll find some bums.
I mean,
Believe me, they'll feed him some bums and they'll give him Canelo fight.
He may be better against higher opposition. You never know. You just got to see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, people come out of nowhere, bro. They can surprise you. You know,
they're gonna feed him to some bums and then they're gonna cash out with Canelo.
I don't think they're gonna be bums. I mean, the names I heard was Danny Jacobs. You know, somebody like that.
Hey, if he fights Danny Jacobs, I'll give him credit. I reckon he loses.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Danny Jacobs is devil for him.
That's just
even if he is washed.
You gotta build. You gotta build a fighter up. You know, you have to have the step. The way to build a fighter traditionally is you fight the gatekeepers, then you fight what's after gatekeepers. You fight former champs, right?
Former champ.
Yeah, you fight a former champ to get that respect.
Yeah.
Well, no, usually, you know, like I don't know. Sometimes you get like Matias had to fight this Ponce guy. Like that's a tough fight. Whereas Budianis gets Karen for his belt. Like, come on, man. Like that, you know. But they're building. I'm just telling the truth. But I'm saying they're building your guy Boots Ennis up. Like they're building him up. That's how you build him
up. They're trying to get him fights, but certain people don't want to fight him.
Bro, I'm not even talking. I'm not gonna even go there because I don't feel like arguing with you. I'm just explaining
you brought it up.
No, but I'm talking about the different levels. Like Matias, his build up. Like, okay, well, Virgil has to fight Stanionis as his kind of introduction into the top realm, right? Because we don't know if he's a top tier fighter. Well, once he beats the Stanionis guy, we're gonna consider him a top A level fighter. And Boots Ennis needs that fight. But I'm saying he gets an interim title fighting a not even a Stanionis or a Ponce level type of guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have to beat those guys to get considered whether it's a contender.
Yes, you're right, but those guys also have to want to fight him.
Huh?
Those guys also want to have to fight him because even Karen didn't look like he was really interested in fighting him. Clearly,
well, that's a whole entire argument. I'm just talking about the building of a fighter, right? The building of what did they always say about Tank? They're building an attraction. Were they building a champion? No, and they already said it. They told you.
You make it sound like it's a video game where you can just pick any opponent you want and they'll gladly fight you.
Basically, that's what they were doing. Yes, that's what Mayweather, and he told you. Mayweather said, leave Tank alone, right? When they were questioning him, they said, leave, Haney, Lomar, leave Tank alone. We're going to build an attraction. That's what they always said. And that's why he doesn't.
You could criticize Tank's
resume. It's not criticism. That's not criticism. That's just the truth of how you build a fighter.
Okay, yeah.
It's a formula. Like building a fighter is a formula, bro. It's.
I mean, whether it's fact or an opinion, it's still going to be called criticism. But what I'm saying is, yes,
you can criticize the form. You can criticize the process, but it is like a formula, right?
Okay, whatever, Frank. We don't have to get into semantics, but
it's not semantics, bro. So how do you build a fighter? Like, how do you get to that level?
No, I'm saying
wake up and fight
Tank's resume. You can get on Tank's resume and you will be right because Tank, unlike Boots Ennis, Tank can fight whoever the fuck he wants. Literally, he could go to 140 and fight. What's his name, Matthias, right now, and Matthias would take that fight in a heartbeat. He could fight Devin right now. He would take that fight in a heartbeat. All these guys would want to fight Tank because it actually brings some type of,
If the money is
he
right,
has a name.
I
It
wouldn't
brings
say.
money.
I
Boots
wouldn't
Ennis,
say
yeah,
they
Boots Ennis
would.
is like a Tank Davis without the name. He will knock you out probably, but there's no
Look,
name. There's no but.
you're talking about a totally different conversation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the building of a fighter because I was relating it to Berlanga and what they're going to do with him and why he will eventually reach that pinnacle because they're going to build him the right way. They're going to give him somebody like Jacobs. He's going to look good, and then they may give him a similar test.
That's a hell of an assumption.
Like we're talking about Ryan Garcia. How did they build Ryan? They gave him a couple mid-tier lanes, but then his jump off fight was Luke Campbell. Like that's what escalated him to like serious contender, right?
So
He was
wait.
gonna fight
You beating Dan Jacobs makes you a serious contender?
where he's at, where Berlanga is at in his career. That will get people talking and get people to consider him. Make it seem legitimate because that's what Luke Campbell was.
Smith at this point will be a better opponent.
Callum Smith for who? For
Berlanga.
Oh, for Berlanga. Doesn't he have that Ben fight? He has a rematch.
I'm just saying eventually.
Okay, for that type of level fighter, yeah, would get him to where the people would consider him. You don't know. I mean, Callum Smith isn't like some all-time great. He's probably like a content. He's a challenger. He can.
I mean, you guys made him sound like he was some monster when he fought Canelo, and I was telling you he's a domestic level fighter.
Well,
for Berlanga, he's average. For Berlanga, it's a big step up, but for a Canelo,
it is a big step up.
That's why I said
it's like the Callum Smith is like a JoJo Diaz. So, are you going to get a ton of credit? And it's also how and when you beat him. So, let's see who beat JoJo first. Okay, so Haney beat JoJo, right? And then William Zepeda just beat JoJo. Does William Zepeda get as much credit? No, because he beat JoJo later and he had already been beat up. It's the same thing with Linares, right? When Loma fought, he fought a fresher, younger, tougher opponent in Linares. And then Haney beats Linares, but you don't get the credit that Loma got because he fought a tougher, fresher fighter. And that's just how boxing works. You know what I'm saying? So, people thought this, what's that guy? The Ben? The one that Callum Smith just beat? Right? People thought he was something, but, he could come back and, he'll probably get beat again by Smith, but he could fight Berlanga and may possibly beat Berlanga, but that's a good fight for Berlanga. It's just building.
They're in different divisions. Smith's 175 now.
Oh, Callum Smith?
Yeah.
No, wait. No, who's the guy that just fought the Ben? The Eubanks. I'm sorry, Eubanks. That's the motherfucker I was thinking about. I thought that's what he's talking about, right? That's the 168 division.
Eubanks?
Yeah, the guy who just beat Eubanks. There's like Callum and Liam, right? Beefy?
Liam Smith. Yeah, Liam Smith. Pretty sure that was wasn't that a catch weight or something? Liam Smith is a middleweight.
Well, whoever would be a suitable challenge for Berlanga is what I'm talking about. Is that he needs
but 168, I mean,
like a Ben fight would be a good fight for him.
But
they are the same promotion.
I think he's moved down now. He's no longer 168.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Well, I'm just saying possible opponents for Berlanga to kind of get him to be considered a serious challenger. Now, you guys, everybody's writing him off, but I'm just explaining how you build somebody, how you build him up. And he hasn't lost; he's still undefeated. So I don't know why people are writing him off.
Because he looked like shit in his last few fights.
Nah, it happens. People don't look good all the time.
No, top level. It doesn't happen with top level fighters. No, it doesn't really happen. Not when they're coming up.
When they're coming up, yeah.
He's still in the coming up stage, fighting weak ass fighters. Steve Rolls and Gulu should have been showcase fights. They weren't step up fights, really. Well, stepping up like tiniest bit. The showcase.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Benavidez and Berlanga have been fighting similar level opponents. The difference is Benavidez has been like destroying people, and Berlanga recently, last 3 or 2 fights, he's been struggling. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why nobody takes it seriously when talking about fight Canelo.
I get that. I get the criticism. It's not like I don't. It's not like I'm saying he's an all-time great.
But you think it's just going to change? It's going to transform? And improve.
Listen, I'm explaining that the trajectory of career, what it's looked like they're going to do with him, and I'm explaining how and why it'll probably get to that point where he'll end up getting a Canelo fight because they're going to build him up. That's what you do.
In a fraudulent way. He's not going to deserve it.
Well, no. If he beats a credible name, it's deserved. It's the same with Ryan Garcia.
I bet you if he gets some shitty decision over Jacobs, Frank's going to start pushing him for the Canelo fight.
Well, not necessarily because Danny Jacobs gave both Triple G and Canelo good fights, so that's a good win.
Oh my God, that's a different Danny Jacobs.
Huh?
What year was that again?
Jacobs. No, I understand it, but and again, see, you guys always.
Then why did you say? If you understand,
no. See,
why did you bring it up?
You guys, okay, I'm gonna get there because you know, see, this is what happens to Dirt and Mirage. You guys always tie yourselves in a knot. You know what I mean? Because you're not consistent.
We're tying ourselves in a knot. You're the one.
No, because you wanted to give Benavidez all this credit for Darrell. You know, when he was probably a past it fighter. You know what I'm saying?
When he was a champion of the division.
Who did he beat? He beat Yildirim. I was like,
he was a champion of the division.
But wait, you wanted to crucify Canelo for fighting Yildirim, but then Andre Darrell's this great champion for beating Yildirim. Come on, we've seen Yildirim fight.
We're comparing that to Danny Jacobs, who's had a couple of fights at 168. He needed a robbery to beat Rosado. You know, he needed a robbery decision to beat Rosado.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Do you know who TKO'd Rosado? A prime Rosado?
Refresh my memory.
David Lemieux. The guy.
David Lemieux was a pretty good fighter.
The guy people are saying is just garbage when Benavidez destroys him. So that guy had destroyed, and he would still fucking knock him out. He's still got power.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Jacobs is this big name.
No, it's not a big name, but it's a credible name. It's a a bullet point
was
on
Lemieux
your resume.
A credible name? Was Lemieux a
credible name?
David
Lemieux's a credible name. Yeah, I would give him
so that was a credible name for David.
In the boxing world, it is. Yeah, I mean we can criticize it, but he's still a name. Like, yeah, the guy's past it, but the name is the name, right? Like the name holds weight.
Like Jacobs, yeah.
I wouldn't say. You know what? Jacobs right now is probably where Darrell was when he fought Plant. You know, so he's in the last part of his career, but he's still a name, and you still get it would pump up Berlanga. Look, man, I'm not here to argue whether it's legit or not. I'm just telling you the way that it goes, right? Like if I sit here and try to convince you that McDonald's is the best burger on the planet, that's not going to go very far, right? But I'm not trying to convince you McDonald's is the best burger because we know it's not.
We shouldn't even be talking about Berlanga. It's a joke. We're even talking about him.
Well, no, I'm talking about that would be a super fight. Because we're talking about the Tank and Ryan, it being a super fight.
What super fight? Between who?
Berlanga and Canelo will be a super fight. Like, look, let's be honest. Canelo and Ryder.
Canelo and Berlanga's a super fight.
What the fuck?
It will be. If it were to happen, it would be a super fight. Bro, so y'all.
He's trolling again.
No, I told
Canelo is more of a super fight than fucking Berlanga.
No, you're tripping. No,
you're showing your insecurity right now. You honestly rather see Berlanga and Canelo as opposed to Charlo.
I told you, I don't look at it the same way as you do. I'm telling you.
So
see,
because
I tell the truth.
Allegedly sells more tickets, that's why you want to see that? What's that got to do with you?
As a boxing fan, I would want to see the super fight. So I'd say, yeah, give me Canelo and Berlanga.
How is it a super fight in your mind? But how is it a super fight? Like, Berlanga's done nothing.
I'm telling you, it doesn't. I understand that. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to argue McDonald's is a fantastic burger, but I am going to tell you it is the best burger. In terms of sales and numbers. Yes, you're not. Yes. See.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see. Now I see the CCD motherfuckers in the chat agreeing with saying Berlanga's a star. I see what this is about.
It's not about
The
anything.
Canelo fanboys
about-
know that
It's
Berlanga's
not
an easy
about being a
fight.
Canelo fanboy, dude.
But
I'm just
they
telling
know
you.
it's an easy fight. That's why they want to prop up this dude all of a sudden.
And then
That'll be his
who says
easiest
it would be
fight.
an easy fight?
That'll be
'Cause these
Canelo's
same
easiest
people,
fight.
these same people will
against
tell you that
Rocky Fury.
Benavidez has done nothing, and Benavidez doesn't deserve the Canelo fight. But now all of a sudden Berlanga can earn a Canelo fight. Get the fuck out of
Well,
here.
no, look, a Canelo Berlanga fight is bigger than a Canelo B-ball fight. Like, I'm not talking about the level of boxing, like necessarily. I'm talking about what's the bigger fight. Look, man, I'm just telling you. That's ultimately what you're after.
Where's the evidence that he sells? I mean, was he sold out a couple of fights with a big?
Well, he's from New
stadium?
York. You gotta understand, Murad. He's from New York, so a lot of the Puerto Ricans, when he would fight over there, would come out
Yeah,
to see
I
him.
mean,
But
it's
they're
the
not gonna
same
come
way
out
they.
now.
How
It's
big's
the
the
same,
venue? How
bro.
big's the venue that he's selling out?
He better win those people back because his last two performances have been terrible.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they will find a way to build him up. Boxing promoters and managers are pretty astute, smart people.
You know, it's ironic you say that because those fights that he was struggling in were technically fights he was supposed to be. They were kind of gimme fights in a way. He was
They were
supposed
the
to look good in
build-up
those fights.
fights. They were the build-up fights. Yeah.
Yeah, they're build-up fights. So like, you want him to fight guys with like a 0-12 record or something, build them up or something. What are we gonna do?
No, look, he, maybe he had some issues, he had some troubles, and he need to go back to the drawing board. And maybe there were things in his camp, maybe he had some injuries.
Fucking
You need to
bullshit.
work on things.
The first thing he needs to do is stop hanging out with rappers like Fat Joe and these other dudes, and you haven't even made it yet.
Man, I mean, it's like you guys talk like there's like an
Is Frank
exact
Puerto
way
Rican
to.
or something? Is this what's happening here?
Yeah, man, I'm booty.
Oh.
Go puro. What
I
is
don't
it,
know.
booty?
Oh, he's Mexican.
Yeah.
Is he Mexican?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm pretty sure Frank is Mexican.
no,
I don't know why you try to deny it though.
Nah, man, I'm just telling you.
I thought it was African American, dude.
You
Hell
think I'm
no.
African American?
We
I'm
don't claim
African American. You don't have to claim it. I don't need anybody to vouch for me.
What are you, Frank? What are you? Just say it.
I'm Australian, mate. Is that what you want to hear?
We would deport your ass, mate. We wouldn't let you over here.
I've been to Australia too. Anyway, man, look, you guys just hate. That's what it is. You're just hating. You're hating on Berlanga.
No, we're giving proper, objective analysis. And while you're fanboying,
I'm not fanboying. What am I fanboying for Berlanga?
This fighter sucks. He's demonstrated last two fights that he's mediocre. And you're going, nah, but he's going to improve. He's going to improve. That's fanboying. There's no substance to what you're saying. To me, this is his level.
Dude? I mean,
because this is his level. He's been exposed. That's his level. He's not going to suddenly transform and transform as a fighter.
But you don't know that. Like you say,
very confidently I do.
This is what I noticed about you.
I know it's very improbable.
Mirage and Dirt, it's like you guys speak in absolute.
That's not how fighting. That's not how.
When you speak, it's like absolute. Like, oh, he's not good and he'll never be good, or he's awesome and he'll never lose. I don't speak in absolutes. I speak in possibilities. Is it possible Berlanga isn't what he is?
It's possible. I could get struck by lightning tomorrow.
No, listen.
That's possible.
But I speak in possibilities, man, because anything's possible. You know what I mean? If
you're not going to go from a bench, you're not going to go from a bench warmer to an all-star starter in the NBA. If you've been a bench warmer for like a large part of your career, like the start of your career, you're either a star and you show star potential.
Well, see, that's not necessarily true. How many? You want to take that analogy? How many times have we seen a NBA player or a football player do amazing in the playoffs and they get a big contract? And then they end up not being as good as they were. Like there's a guy, Joe Flacco. He won the Super Bowl.
Flash in the pan.
But they get the big contract. You know what I'm saying? You just have to do it once. You know what I'm saying? Because people think in absolutes. They don't think in possibilities.
So but they weren't really that good.
So your analogy doesn't work. No, all you have to do is just make it that one time and you get the big contract. It's just what I'm talking about. Get in the big fights. All you have to do, man, what your goal is to be.
They can find a way to maneuver him into a big fight. I thought we were talking about.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying.
We were talking about as a fighter. How do you evaluate him as a fighter? Is he going to improve? Is he going to be a top class fighter?
Let me explain. The way I think is that he has a ton of potential. Okay. I do think he has a ton of potential. Has he shown it? He's shown flashes. Has he proved it? No. But again, that's what it is. It's just potential. You
I
know?
haven't seen any of that.
Well, you know, I don't know because you're very negative. You know, you don't think anybody's very good. You know,
That's not true.
I tend to hold a wait and see approach. Like I don't get too overhyped, and I don't get too underwhelmed. You know,
If I see
like
potential, I'll say like this guy's got some. He's
look,
got
man,
an
it's
X
just
factor. He's got
it's like
something.
this.
I
Like
didn't see.
if Tank and Ryan fight 10 times, I'm of the opinion that one wins 5 and the other wins 5. I'm not of the opinion that Tank Davis beats
Yeah,
Ryan
you're sitting
Garcia
on the
10 out
fence
of
as
10
usual.
times.
You're a
No,
fence sitter as usual.
no. I'm just saying that it's possible
that's
that
a safe place to be.
I just said no. I say it's boxing that any
How the
given
fuck
night.
would you know how many times they beat each other? Like I can't make that prediction yet. I mean,
No,
that
I'm saying
confident.
that it's possible that either guy can win. I don't say that one guy is absolutely going to win and absolutely going to lose, but
Tank
you
is
know
the
you can
favorite for a reason.
you can mix all these. You can throw
Hey,
all
what are
these.
the odds? Hey, Dirk, what are the odds for the fight?
I believe it's
My odds,
4-1,
it's
right?
like 80-20.
Really?
Yeah, I give Ryan Garcia 20% chance to win.
20? Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry, he hasn't
Well,
showed me any
look,
skills.
I understand that. I'm not going to
He'd
try
be
to
a good
convince
bet.
you. I
Like
just think you're
if the odds
being
are really good.
really biased.
No, I'm not biased. Look, am I rooting for Tank? Yes. Is it because he's African American like me? Yes. But I tell it like it is. I said the same thing about Roman Villa and Rashidi Ellis. I picked Villa to win that fight because stylistically, Rashidi Ellis, he's got a bad gas tank and he's got no power. And I
Well,
thought Villa will eventually get him out of there, and that's what almost
nah,
happened.
look, I understand your position. I think the position that people had a problem with, and what I heard earlier between you and Punch, was that you don't think he has any skills. The way you talk, you just think Tank is this supremely gifted, skilled fighter, which I don't think anybody but you
Well,
believes.
he's not the most skilled fighter, but he's definitely more skilled than Ryan Garcia.
Well, the issue mostly was that you don't think Ryan has any skills.
No, that's going too far. But he's got a lot of weaknesses, bro. Because Ryan Garcia, he's one of those people. If he doesn't knock you out, I don't see how he wins a fight. At least against a good fighter. Because you're going to run to a fighter where you can't knock him out with the left hook. Then what are you going to do? How are you going to adjust?
Yeah, bro. You know that's what he said. His game plan is to knock you out. His game plan is not to outbox you. You know, it's like you can't. Well, see, and I hear a lot of boxing fans like you can't wrap your mind around that. Like you want to believe in this fairy tale of skill encompasses all, but you know, boxing is a lot of heart, grit, determination. There's things that you can't measure. Skill is just one measure of a fighter, bro. And skill's so general. Like, okay, a guy has a good jab, but you know what? For every action is a reaction. Like there's a counter for everything, you know, for every style. So when you see a style, the reason that you see like Argentinians, right? They have this real brawling style, right? But that's got to be for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, African Americans have more of a slick style. Well, that's for a reason. People develop their styles out of necessity. You know what I mean? Like there's
I
a
would
reason.
say we have more of a combination of balance. Some of the guys fight like that.
I would say that more of a defensive is because of lack of power. You know.
Hey Dirk, what do you think about Davis? To me, an issue of Davis, he lacks punch output. I'm just looking at the stats. His last fight, 12 rounds, Isaac Cruz, he threw 462 punches, 20 jabs. Like he lacks. To me, that's one of his flaws. He lacks punch output.
Yeah, he doesn't throw a lot of punches. It's kind of like I tell you, he fights kind of like Canelo in a way, a little bit. He does other stuff, but he's a very accurate puncher and he's a great counter puncher. He's waiting for you to make a mistake.
He's more of a sniper fighter.
Well, all that's due to his size too. Like he can't be 5'3" with dinosaur arms trying to throw a million jabs. It's just not gonna work. You know, there's necessity. He has to pick his shots, and he's been gifted.
What you just said right there, Frank, is why Ryan has a chance. Because if they were the same exact dimensions, size, and everything,
I noticed you want to use that as an excuse. I've noticed that a lot of it.
No.
You've been saying, "Boy, it's good that he does all these clauses because look how big Ryan is." That sounds like an excuse to me.
That's the only reason Ryan wants this damn fight. In my
No, it's
opinion,
because Tank is the he's the attraction. That's the big money fight.
that too. That's part of it.
I
I
believe
think Ryan actually
ultimately.
thinks he can win.
What is he supposed to think? You think he's supposed to?
There,
I mean,
no, there are certain guys that take these big money fights. They don't think they have a chance.
Since
They
when?
just want that money.
Everybody.
For example, I don't think Triple G actually thought he could beat Canelo. And you want to know how I know? Look how happy he was after the fight.
Well, he did give him a run
And he
for his
didn't even
money
try.
at the end.
He didn't try
Yeah,
until the
like,
ninth round.
that wasn't no real fight, man. Like he was just happy he didn't get knocked out by Canelo.
Hey, he gave up he dropped the WBC belt.
Yeah,
Lara's been champ, a fucking joke.
And when I told people that he was interested in fighting Charlo all these years because he was waiting for that Canelo rematch payday, they called me a hater. Like, look how he's moving.
True. It's true.
Yeah. Charlo would have fucked those plans up if he did that, and they know it.
He's been doing nothing the last 5 years, waiting for that
Nothing.
payday, and he didn't even
he
fight.
He fought Murata, who's literally
Murata's
fought nobody.
soft, dude. This guy,
Dude,
these domestic, these
already
domestic
40 something.
fighters,
What do you want him to do?
they're weak, bro.
He's already almost 40 something. What do you want him to do?
Well,
Damn.
retire it. Don't waste our time. Don't waste their fucking time.
Well,
Triple G's like 39, 40.
No, he's already
No, he's
40
40.
something.
He's the 40.
42, I think.
40.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that he's old, but let's not try to. When I tell people that he was ducking Charlo, they're saying I was a hater. I'm just being realistic. He didn't want to fight Charlo because he knows that's a dangerous ass fight, and it would sabotage his rematch with Canelo.
Well, I mean, unless you can prove it, I don't know. I mean, that's speculation at
Hey,
best.
we might. Some people might not like Charlo, but you can't deny he's a good fighter.
We haven't seen him fight. What does it matter?
Derevchenko gave Triple G all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I mean,
Charlo did pretty good against Derevchenko.
Yeah, but like they say, triangle theory doesn't work. Yeah, you can look good against one guy and then not beat the other guy.
I mean, how else were we supposed to look at it? We say we got against good opponents. Is Derevchenko not a good opponent?
He's a pretty good opponent. He's like a contender. I wouldn't say he's I don't know. Was he ever a champion? I don't know if he was ever a champion. But
the only people he's lost to all great fighters.
Great. I don't know about great, but I would say
good fighters, really good fighters. He's lost to Danny Jacobs. He's lost to Triple G and Charlo.
You have to beat a guy like Derevchenko in your career to get considered legit. That's the type of guy you gotta
then
beat.
by your logic, Charlo's legit.
I didn't say he wasn't, but you're trying to say that Triple G was ducking him. It's like, I don't know if you can say that.
Look,
like,
in my opinion, prime Triple G probably beats Charlo in a tough fight. It'll be a very tough fight, but he probably beat him. But this version of Triple G, the last couple of years, he didn't want to fight Charlo, and I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but he's already old. I mean, it's kind of like beating him is not really gonna do anything.
So when I would say that he was ducking Charlo, let people need to stop acting like I was saying something crazy. Like,
but that is crazy talk, bro. You're just throwing it out there. Like, it could be the other way around.
No, because unfortunately, it makes sense.
Bro, in this boxing game, you can say that about anybody and anything. It's just like your boy Booty Anus ducking Crawford. Everybody's saying that now.
Here we go.
Well, that's the truth, man. Like, everybody, but that's what I'm saying. You want to throw it around so loosely. Well, then let's throw it on your boy. See, why you get so offended when it's your boy? That's what I said about you, man. You're too biased to be taken seriously.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because Steven Espinosa shut that shit down today.
I don't know, man. It looked pretty damning.
No, because that's another thing. Crawford was never going to fight Boots Ennis because if he does fight Boots Ennis, that would definitely sabotage the Earl Spence fight. Potentially, because Boots Ennis is not a fucking tune-up.
No, the way they said it was that he went a different route, which Virgil did also. I think you were one of the ones that want to say, "Oh, Virgil dug Crawford," and it's the same scenario.
No, I wasn't saying that, but
I think
what's
you
it called?
were.
The WBA president, he's saying that.
No.
So
but you want to run with
now.
that? Nah, it's the same thing though, man. It's the same thing. He was called. They called him. It was even worse. Booty Anus situation was even worse because they called him. Like then he didn't deny it. Well, his own dad said, "Yeah, they called us and offered to fight."
BOK doesn't even have a deal with Crawford, so technically they can't offer anybody a fight.
See, here come the excuses. That's why I said,
It's true.
see, you always tie yourself in a knot because you just threw out the Triple G Doug Charlo, and I said, hey, you can't really say that because you can say that about anything. Now you want to start saying, when I say that about your boy, now it's a problem. See, as I said, man, you and Mirage, you guys just
it's different.
spew off. That's what I'm seeing. You just said it's different. Exactly.
It is different.
It's not different. I can say the same thing.
No, because the Charlo Triple G fight made sense to happen. Crawford and Boots doesn't make sense on Crawford's point.
Man, the truth is, if it's true, because see, like I said, what did I tell you?
Yeah,
the way
if it's true.
I said, and see, that's the difference between me and you. I'll tell the truth. I don't use absolutes like you. That's what you and Mirage do. You want to use absolutes, but they always tie you in a noose. And I said, that's why I said, if it's true. Okay, I'll say that. See, I'm not like you. I won't just throw him under the bus, but it did sound pretty bad. And even the own dad said that they called him and made him an offer.
It's fucking propaganda for Crawford
to
make Crawford look good, but it's
you
not
just,
gonna work.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You expose yourself. Why is what you said not propaganda about Triple G, but this is propaganda? It's the same thing, dude.
Because I'm telling, and by the way, I don't blame Triple G for doing that shit. I probably would have done the same damn thing. I'm not fighting Charlo
but you're spreading propaganda. You're literally spreading propaganda saying Triple G.
Is it hard to believe that Triple G wouldn't do that to sabotage a Canelo fight? Is that really hard to believe?
Is it possible?
If he loses to Charlo, he's probably never going to fight Canelo.
What did I tell you? Anything's possible, right? Isn't that what I said? I said I deal in possibilities because everything's possible.
He arguably lost to Devenchenko.
But why is it not possible that Boots Crawford now? Why is that propaganda? And it's not possible. So it's not possible. It's not possible. Even the dad said it himself. Like that's not possible.
No, you know what? It could be possible, but it just doesn't sound realistic.
What his dad said they offered him the fight.
Yeah, and then guess what? Espinosa called BLK.
How is that?
And to dig into it.
How is that?
That's a fact. They did call them. That's actually a fact.
People jump down Virgil Ortiz's throat because of what this president said, and he ducked, and this and that, and then like he was never called and offered a fight.
I didn't jump on Virgil's neck.
Okay, well I'm saying a lot of people did. Now, where your boy, was actually called and offered it, and he went a different route. I mean, he was called and
Espinosa called them to see if they're actually serious. And it didn't go anywhere. That's what he said. So obviously they weren't really serious. They're probably just digging around. Because even Crawford in his little live, whatever the fuck he was trying to do on that little Instagram live, he said that he never heard from Boots' people, or his name never came up.
Well, I don't know why the dad would say that.
Somebody's lying.
Well, but it just goes to show how people can just talk about that duck talk and just throw it around so loosely like you just did. And I said, I don't know. I'd rethink that. You were so adamant about it. But then when it comes to your boy, you want to just dismiss it like there's no realm of truth to it. Like, look, man, there's something true about it, because when something's not true, somebody will probably deny it, right? They'll be like, oh, that never happened, man. They'll do their best. But he didn't deny it. He actually spoke on it. So it did happen. So, you could take it how you want it. People, you can call it a duck, you can call it a business decision. But at the end of the day, man, like, he probably could have fought Bud Crawford if you want to be truthful, right? Because if they called him, he could have said, yeah. And he went a step further and said he wasn't with Showtime. So if people want to, what you're trying to do, use that excuse, well, then that doesn't fly. So I'm not going to. Look, he made the decision to go for an easier route, to pick up an easy belt. That's what he did, And it goes back to what I said earlier about how these guys move. They're looking for the biggest fights, for the most amount of money. So I don't know, maybe he's looking for an Earl Spence fight, or I don't know what a big fight for him would be. But it's sure the hell is not.
So let's look at it from Crawford's, using your logic. Let's look at it from Crawford's point of view. What does he get fighting Boots Ennis other than a hard ass fight?
Wait, say that again.
Let's look at it from Crawford's point of view, using your logic. What does Crawford get in fighting Boots Ennis?
Shit, I would have no idea. I don't know.
Exactly. A hard ass fight, potentially a loss. And not just a loss, maybe even a knockout.
Look,
because
I'm just saying his people made the call. I'm just saying, because look, man, you brought up the duck talk, and I'm saying, you should probably be.
Okay, Munguia. Munguia and his people followed up Charlo, tried to set up a fight, and then they backed out the last second. Motherfuckers try to do that all the time and don't ever follow through.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's why I just said, look, man, you can go back and forth with kind of some of these duck talks, and then some of it's true, some of it's not. So it's really hard to say. I was just trying to check you, bro. You got to check yourself.
Forget Charlo. Triple G didn't fight anybody that was a real threat to him during these after he fought Canelo the second time, and that's not an opinion. That's basically a fact. There was nobody that he fought after Canelo that could really actually give him a potential loss. So he was being very protective until he got his rematch with Canelo. You just gotta tell like it is. And unlike Boots Ennis, Triple G had the privilege of kind of fighting whoever he wanted to fight because he was a big name. Boots Ennis is not a big name yet. When Boots Ennis becomes a big name and then he can fight who he wants to fight, then I'll say things like that. But until then, I'm not going to accuse him of ducking anybody.
Well, I mean, they're basically moving the same way then. I mean,
no,
if you're
because Boots
saying
doesn't have a
Triple
name
G,
like Triple G.
well, no, they're
Also,
moving the
Boots is
same
a
way.
24-year-old man. Like,
no, they're moving the
different.
same way. It's the same thing, dude. Like, you can make the excuses that you want, but it's the same
Well,
thing.
we'll see. When Boots' career is over, I guarantee he would have had a better career than Triple G. That's for damn sure.
Only in Triple G's instance, he had the titles and he unified, you know? So I don't know how not fighting tough fights and beating that, Murata guy in Japan for a belt is not tough. I mean, you may think it's nothing, but it's going for a belt. It's getting unifying. You know, how was that? Did the other guys do the same? Did Charlo or who else was the champion at the time?
Yo, I'm back in the motherfucking house. You guys have been cooking, huh?
Yeah, somewhat.
All right. Well, you know what? Respect to you guys. Respect to everybody in the motherfucking chat. Smash that like button. But yo, we're going to shut this one down.
All right. Peace. Thanks.
No problems. Yo, everybody who came through.
Later.
Oh, yeah, later on, Mirage. Everybody who came through, I'm going to catch you guys soon on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
Right, what's going on here, Donny's on the next? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately, and he's witch, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it, but she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy!